Yo, welcome back to Quissy Bowl TV. Big up to all of you guys for joining us for another episode. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big up to all of you guys, man. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Please, let's get some subs up. Let's get the subs up. Let's get the likes up. Of course, don't forget the notification bell. Very important so that you know when we are on. Please, 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 please get the likes up. Get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Big up to my brethren, Anfield Irishman, who's in the building. I'm gonna send you the link right now. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, the camera. I'm just trying a new angle on the camera angle, but production is trying. Big up to all of you guys. Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, but I have no idea where to begin. It is crazy right now with Liverpool. What is going on? Are we I mean very, very, very interesting. The game yesterday, Liverpool Galatasaray, it was very, very interesting. The manager did a lot of changes in terms of personnel. The manager tried something new, but still, it seems like it didn't work because there was a lot of holes. There was a lot of holes in our defense. So, what is there next? Big up to Aziz. Big up yourself. Thank you for being in the building. MKTO is from here. He says, start from the bald boss. He says, start from the bald boss. Big up to Anfield Irishman. He's in the building. Anfield Irishman, man. I'm a little bit speechless. Amazingly, I'm speechless. I don't know what's going on with the squad right now. I have my opinion. And the game yesterday, if I were to speak on it, technically we didn't play bad. Right? We didn't play bad. However, there's still issues with it. We lost off a penalty. I've never seen a penalty like that before. This is the first time. And that referee, honestly, I don't want him refereeing our game because he doesn't like English football. He slows the game down way too much. Every little thing is a foul. Every little thing is a foul. And, there's always been that thing of English football being too barbaric. It's too aggressive. So, European style, they want basically what we've been talking about when we were debating which league is the best. People want the flair, simple pass, no defense, score more goals. That referee is like that. Like the fouls that he was giving against us was weird, but that's not an excuse, right? That's not an excuse. Our tactics, we got the candle in the building. Our style of play is not working. I'm not going to chalk it up onto a referee penalty that he gave us because that the penalty was given like the first 10 minutes of the game or whatever. We should have done better, but we did not. So I'm gonna fall back and have you brainiacs talk about it. But yesterday I watched the game. I haven't watched it 2 times. So I'm not going to BS you guys. But what's going on, man? Irishman, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Good afternoon to everybody, obviously. That was a bit of a tough watch, man. Bit of a tough watch. No, I like, and again, you are not blaming him at all. It's not one of those ref excuses shows, but he did like every little thing. He was stopping that game just every 30 seconds, every tap, every little thing.
Yeah.
So it was hard to get up. But to me, it just looked completely disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we didn't seem to be able to put any kind of phases of play together, any
Right.
prolonged passages of play. Just the odd bits and pieces would come off, the odd pass coming off. Verts like would do a turn and maybe he'd pass, but nothing would come from it. It will come back to us again. It was just
Mm-hmm.
incredibly difficult to watch. Hard place to go, but that was the word that I kept thinking was just looked disconnected.
Yeah.
It was very little real threat from us. You know,
Mm-hmm.
both penalties, the one that he tried to give us.
Mm-hmm.
I apparently they didn't even look at VAR for the first one.
The
So
penalty, I don't think they did.
yeah, I mean that was just okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know about you, dude, but it's two in a row. He's going to get some. He's going to have people on his back now. It's all starting. So
Yeah.
Virgil's coming out with the don't panic messages, telling the fans it'll all be good. You know, you never need to hear that. You don't like that. You just
Not
need
right
them to do their
now.
talking on the
Yeah.
pitch. Do their talking on
Yeah.
the pitch. So yeah.
Kettle, man. What do you think is going on, man?
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Big up Hugo online. Big up Nature Boy. Big up Savage.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Big up the youth to the Batman voice changer machine and the youth that fell off the chair. Um, bro, we've been called it, man. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
slot football stinks. It
Mm.
stinks when we won the league, and it stinks since the season started. All
Right.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to send an apology to Dean. He had an opinion on what he was seeing and
Mm-hmm.
what he didn't like. And
Yeah.
I tell him, yo, just hold it because we're winning.
Mm-hmm. I
We're
remember.
not winning. So whenever you chat to Dean, take the chains off the shackles.
And let him go.
Yo, let him run your show.
Mm-hmm.
When you call in, don't release him. Let him fly
Yeah.
because yo, it's easy to compress certain things. But you have to wait for the right moment. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, Quasi.
Mm.
I'm at work yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I try to watch the game, but for some reason I could be dyslexic or whatever they call that. Bro, I couldn't recognize Liverpool in the green kit. Like I keep struggling to find out who we were.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
And then also I didn't recognize the team. So it's like I know it's Liverpool versus Galatasaray
But
or
it's weird wearing green versus
yo
this
when it
maroonish
went into
color.
halftime,
Yeah.
Quasi, I didn't load up back the second half. Yo, Quasi. Yo, when I tell you I didn't recognize my team,
Yeah.
bro, it's them old school airports back in the day. I don't know how early you was flying, but I was flying as a
Mm-hmm.
tenderoni.
Yeah.
And they used to have this wave goodbye area in the Jamaica
I know
airport
those.
where you go and you wave
We
off
started at
them
the
as they
top.
walk. Yeah, this is before gates, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to like form the line and go up the step, and then
Yeah.
you're on the little wave platform waving them off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't recognize the airport. I didn't like I was my peoples walk right past. I didn't recognize Liverpool, bro.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't recognize Pat and bro, I didn't recognize bro, cause I didn't load up the second half. Bro, I'm sitting like it's Champions League. You want to be up for it? Let me
Yeah.
tell you what I think is happening.
Mm.
And Irishman, big up yourself, big up everyone in the chat. Bon you, Quasi, as always. It's like we were a joy to watch on the club, but
Yeah.
we weren't getting over the line.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't a joy to watch last season, but we won the league.
Yeah.
Quasi, this man come here and bring Feyenoord mentality to Liverpool. And let me tell you why I say that.
Mm.
The opponents that he's given respect, Liverpool don't respect him.
Mm.
It's not in our DNA to be respecting Palace. Yeah, Istanbul, all of that. But we never, we don't, bro, we can't be champions of the Premier League going to Galatasaray showing them respect. Are you mad, bro? We don't respect no one. We're big bad Liverpool. They should be respecting us. This man got us respecting some sides. Bro, Quasi, listen, man. I told you, certain people can't chat to me. And because of Slot, I have to go in and pay respects to who? Galatasaray. Listen. So I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like he's not moving at our pedigree. He's not moving at our standards. He's not moving at our class. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give too much away, but I had this cousin. He has more maroon in his blood. I have more. You know, I have more pedigree. So, you know, I'm eating Sunday dinners with the knife and fork and the soup spoon and the salad fork, and I got the whole cutlery laid out. He comes, he usually eats with his hands. And I watch him struggle to just operate the knife and fork to the point where man's twisted and just fell off the chair. He just couldn't adapt to why there's so many different silverware at the table. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
That's on a Slot. I don't think he can navigate all the talent that's here and move accordingly. Like, bro, we shouldn't be going to Galatasaray showing them respect. We should be going there. We haven't slapped anyone, really.
Nope.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's almost like we have the ability to just slap people, and he was like, nah, be respectful. And then by us being respectful, it's a gay situation. We're getting slapped. We're getting taken for joke. Wasteman thing. Bro, his complaints, he's talking about, yo, we drew at Palace because one player decided to be too attack-minded. Bro, you brought one on and tell man to be attack-minded. You set us up to be attack-minded.
Yeah.
And then you're going to slay him because he followed your direction. You know what that is? You're telling me, yo, when I go on there, fly kick, man. I fly kick, man. He was like, yeah, but that wasn't the moment to fly kick him. Bro, yo, you told me to fly kick him. So the way the instruction he's giving the man are professional. They're going to follow it. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to follow it. When we lose, you're telling us, yo, that's not the vision I had.
Right.
Bro, what do you mean? Bro, you're the one setting us up like this. He's the one doing this to these world-class players. He's the one putting the shackles on their feet, bro. He's the one telling them to play out of position, run out of position. God damn, she's thick.
That's right. This is where Liverpool have come on, man. I wish, man, this brother is in the middle of a conversation. I say, pause. Let me highlight the chick.
Nah, she's thick. What's he?
Maybe got yams.
But it's all on him. Like the Palace loss is on him. And listen, Quasi, I'm not here to fight, argue. Like I said, I didn't turn the second half back, but you know, I listen to Enz. I trust his vision. You know, I trust what he's seen in the game, watching in the game, and I'll send you the stats.
Yeah,
I send it to you, bro. 30 minutes on the pitch, 4 touches.
That one, I'm speechless.
Okay.
I'm speechless.
No, but I hear you sending for other men because you couldn't digest that stat.
No, I watched the game.
I want you to understand, though. I want you to understand. It has nothing to do with the specific player.
No, that one.
Like I said,
that's my whole point.
I can give you a tool.
Yeah.
I can give you a screwdriver to cut something.
Yeah.
But if you can't cut it with the screwdriver, I can't say you're useless. I gave you the wrong tool.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? So we went out and bought a man that we're not gonna use correctly. We're not gonna facilitate his ability. Right. Same thing's happening in the words. Same thing happening. Bro, all the quality we have in this squad, we should be fed.
Bro.
We should be fed, but we're not using them correctly. So everyone is seeing, including Irishmen, for the first time in a long time, we synced up. Yo, we have guns.
We don't know how to use it.
And the men don't know how to load the magazines, bro.
We don't know how to use it.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Okay, this is the thing, right? And I saw Ant's analysis. He says the first 15 minutes. I thought it was maybe 12 minutes. Okay, let's start with the the lineup. I was very happy when I saw that lineup. Remember on Monday, we were like, if Salah is not playing, that's a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction. But I was like, hey, my manager is trying to maybe sometimes you need that knee-jerk reaction, right? He put everybody in the starting lineup that nobody has complaints about, unless the Salah sexuals. That first 15 minutes per what Ant was saying was exactly how I wanted to see Liverpool play. Kirkers was overlapping. Is Gappo giving him the ball? No, but still, I want to see my fullbacks overlapping, right? So Bosalai, I will always give him a pass when he inverts, because guess what? He is a natural midfielder that knows where to be when he cuts in, compared to Bradley, who just runs straight into the middle to a number 10 row, and he's just standing there getting in the way of somebody else. So Bosalai, I will give him that pass. But what happened was, after that 12 to 15 minutes, they all went back to this factory reset, which is playing a style of football that the personnel don't know how to play.
But I didn't understand it in the first half, but it made sense in his post-match press conference when he's doing the one thing Jurgen Klopp refused to do, and I think all the fans bought into it. He's playing every game looking at the last game at the season. None of your players, we don't have a lot of injuries right now. And he's doing the safe thing to make it to 38 games. Bro, if no man is injured, run the man number.
Random.
Run whatever tactics you got, run it. When the man injured, we'll adjust with that injury.
Accordingly, exactly.
But he seems to be hell-bent on, I don't want him to be injured. But yeah, bro, but that mentality is costing us games and points.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? So you're trying to keep him ready for the next game. But bro, you're in this game doing nothing.
One game at a time.
Give us the 100% in this game and adjust fire for the next game.
Right.
Just do that. You see what I'm trying to say? But his mentality, because that's what we bought into with Klopp. Klopp mentality is like, yo, we'll take it a game at a time, and I'm putting out the team that I think can do this game. Whether it's favorites, whether it's, reverting a type, whatever it is, Klopp was giving us that 100% energy in that game and worry about the next game when it comes up. This guy seemed to be, I got to think 38 games down the road, so I got to, move them around tender right now.
Right.
It's going to cost us a few points, but, it's we play to win. No, you're not playing to win, bro. You're playing to preserve, man.
Yeah.
You keep preserving, man, energy and preserving. Bro, we don't need preserving of legs right now, bro. We need to be running, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
He seemed to be focusing on the next game, bro, and the 38th game and all of that stuff. It's like, nah, man, focus on the game at hand. Focus on the task at hand. Win this game by any means necessary. So if that means running a man legs off in this game, run it off and adjust fire for the next game.
Right.
So I think that's what's really happening, because like you said, first 15 minutes, we'll come out the blocks flying.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it must have given an instruction like, yo, ease the intensity or something like that. But because it's the only thing that makes sense. And then if you look at the Palace game and this game, it's very pedestrian, bro. The ball ain't moving as quick. The man ain't running as quick. The intent, bro, we don't have any intensity. And then at the end of the game, when we're about to lose it, he's doing this throwing. He's going on vibes. Let me tell you what he's doing, Quasi. He's doing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's doing Solskjaer settings.
Yeah. Yeah. Irishman, I mean, what did you see in terms? I mean, the Palace game was atrocious. This one, Galatasaray played the most simplest of a game where they'll be like, it's okay, you guys get the ball. We're gonna sit. They didn't even sit back like Palace and everybody else.
Before Irishmen chime in, I just want to get this off in this moment because it's the best moment to say it.
Yeah.
He keeps this up, we'll have Carragher as a caretaker, because Carragher called his flaws out.
Bro, he told him in his face after we won.
Bro, Carragher is gonna be our caretaker till we find a replacement. This is the right moment to say it. Sorry,
Irishman.
Sorry.
Are you all in for Carragher being a caretaker for now?
Me? Yeah. Refresh my memory.
Yo, if he continues, Irishman, it's not what none of us wants. But if Carragher saw what needed to be done and pulled man up on it, bro, he's gonna be the caretaker.
It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life, man.
Nah, man, quoted Jay-Z. Nah, it's deep. That's
You
deep.
get a guy. You get a guy. He's 40 something, 46. Feyenoord. You know, he's he's played a very, very cool, calm version of this is cool. This is normal.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm totally normal. I'm totally cool with, having 220 odd million pounds worth of players just thrown at me for the biggest club in world football, according to some people after Madrid, whatever you want to look at it. One of the biggest clubs out there having British transfer record players thrown at him. He's just like, yeah, this is just what I do. He's trying to give off that kind of vibe, but it absolutely is not. This is new. This is a new level. Like Zaberi is talking about there, different things. I don't know how you quantify it. I don't know how I would say, oh, this is what it looked like. But I said the other day, Palace did not look like they were afraid of us. Zaberi is talking about us paying teams too much respect. And it's like that because then these teams are looking at us going, they're not afraid of us. Why are like Palace just didn't have any fear at all. They were happy to just play their game, do their own thing. Galatasaray didn't seem to be overly afraid of us last night at all.
At all.
It's where it's coming from. It's his first big bump in the road. The guy's come in, he's knocked it out of the park first time. No one was expecting it. It's ahead of schedule, way ahead of schedule.
Right.
Comes in, wins the league, buys you a ton of credit. And now he's having, I mean, Ekitike, Vert, Salah, Isaac, that's a cheat code. People are saying this, oh, that's Liverpool, they bought the league's over, everyone should go home. He now has to go out and make that happen. And you can mess that up, man. Yeah, you can really fucking mess that up. We've got like players in that team now that I think he's trying to control things, like something Zaberi mentioned there about taking it like a dial, turning up the tempo and turning it back down again. I think like when we went 2-0 up, trying to control games at 2-0, he's trying to control things that he can't control. He tried to go lock it down at 2-0, and instead of locking it down, he just invited people onto us. It just invited them to play. This thing where you try and turn the tempo down, he's not able to. When we try and turn the tempo down, that's bringing teams onto us, and we're not able to turn it back up again. He's trying to control things that are good. It's probably a good idea, but he's not able to translate. He's not able to actually make it happen on the pitch yet. Right. And when it's not happening, you've got a team that instead of like I said, you go 2-0 up, you lock it down, and no one ever comes back near it. We had 2 minutes later, we're 1-0 down, and we're sitting in our box. So he's got to fucking put this shit together, and you've got a couple of boys that, look, everyone said congratulating him last night for the Salah thing. That right-hand side is absolutely atrocious. Frimpong, no on last night. That everything he tried to do in the attacking third was just zero. He did nothing. So that can't be happening again. And Sabazai didn't work either. So
Irish, dude, don't you think it's because of the laid back tactics that, and I'm saying tactics loosely, but I'm gonna be honest, it's not the players, and I'm willing to stick with the players because it's easier to replace him than to replace these players.
Always.
The players are quality Irishmen, right?
Yeah, and easier to get rid of one guy than 10 guys.
But to get the best out of the players, you need the right tactics. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you put these players in these positions, they can do the job, but you have to give them the right patterns, the right tactics, the right setup to get the best out of them, the right instructions. Like Sabazalai right back. Okay, that can work, but what is he supposed to do over there? You can't just say, yo, go over there and keep it safe. You can't tell Frimpong, yo, do this over there. Like the instructions has to be clear. And from what we're seeing, it's almost like each player has an instruction, but as a team, it don't come together.
Right.
And it can't work like that. Like we don't have a set way of playing where you can just slot a man in and keep the pattern going. Every man he puts in, wherever he puts them, it changes the pattern of play because we don't have an actual pattern of play. It's not like, oh, Liverpool, we break through the middle, spread right, and come back in on like some, out. Like there's no tactics. It's just individual instruction, and it don't come together uniformly the way it should.
Right. This is what I'm seeing though. I'm looking at the blue side of Manchester, And Pep Guardiola say bomb this tiki-taka style of football, right? And what has he done? He just right now, have you guys realized that this is the best season? I mean, this best time for Doku right now. Doku is having a wonderful time at City because Pep Guardiola has said, you know what? Bond what I used to do where I was putting people in shackles and you have to play my way no matter what. Right now, what is he doing with Doku? He's just saying, hey, throw the ball in front of Doku. Just put it in his front, let him use his speed. Doku, you get the ball, cross the ball into Haaland. Simple. That's it. Right? We are trying to play football. What everybody is saying, okay, you play football. We're just going to wait. Because when you're watching the game, Palace did it. Even Burnley did it. Everybody's doing it. When you get the ball, kick the ball to space, let our attacker run to the ball. And we are wide open. It takes one or two passes and Liverpool is sliced open. To me, that tells me that the tactic or the style of play that we are using has been found out. That lame term, right? It has been found out. The manager is not adjusting accordingly. Right? I don't know whether he's playing to their. I mean, he is not playing to their strength. These players are not useless. These players are not bad. They are very, very, very good at what they do. That's the reason why a lot of clubs in the world wanted them. But we are not playing to their strength. We are just playing a system that when we get the ball, we go to the sideline and pass it among three people. And then we try to long it, shoot it across the other side of the field. And the other team is sitting there just like, go ahead, do whatever you want. It's not an accident that long throws have gone up, long balls have gone up, defensive style of football has come up, right? Quote unquote, park the bus. We were making, a lot of people were making fun of Arteta, but I kept telling people, bro, when Arteta played Manchester United, I called it the most mature game Arsenal has played since Arteta got there. Let Man U huff and puff, run, be excited, do whatever you do. You watch the game again, Man U was shooting the ball 30 yards out. Not at one point did they threaten the goalkeeper, maybe off a set piece. That's the thing. That is where football is going. The circle of football is changing, and people need to come to terms. This beautiful style of football is dying down. This is more club football. Come up with a system. If it works, stick to it. Pep Guardiola is not playing sexy football anymore. So why are we doing something that is not working? We saw that in the preseason. We saw that in the community shield, like Arteta, the Arsenal fan Arteta saying. And we've seen it as we go along. Right now, there's no team that we play that has come out and said, you know what? We're going to go toe-to-toe with Liverpool. Let's go. All the teams that we played, including Arsenal, have sat back and hitting us with a counterattack. So, Irishman, looking at that and you saying, okay, everybody has figured out how to play Liverpool. My manager, what says you? What are you doing? You can't keep playing the same style when everybody is figuring you out. All it takes is one long pass and Liverpool is broken down. It's easy for the fans to blame one single player because everybody has an agenda, but they don't want to talk about the fact that we are not playing to the player's strength.
The fact that we're not playing to the player's strength, you see, I'm not sure we can sit there because, you could ask the average football fan, how does this team play? What way do they play? What way do they play? And they play this kind of football. They like, they do this, they do that. They like to do this. Would anybody be able to tell you how Liverpool play?
Nope.
I can't tell you how we play. I don't know I can't see what we're attempting to do, what our style of play is. Is it, obviously it's a lot of pass it around the back and try and bait teams into coming out, from a low block. There's a lot of that going on, a lot of sideways passes. But I mean, do we have a real out and out clear defined style of play? Not yet at all. So it's like, what is Wirtz doing? Where is Wirtz playing? And he's dropping too deep to get the ball because we don't have someone that can progress the ball quickly from deep midfield. That's one of our problems. We don't have somebody that can hit that long ball. it's an issue. It's about moving the ball quicker from back to front, so Wirtz doesn't
Right.
have to be looking for it. But I don't know what we're trying to. I can't see what we're trying to look like. I can't see if we're trying to dominate people, if we're trying to press them. We're not pressing them at all. By the looks of it, we don't
We're
have a
not pressing. That's the
Mane.
thing. We're not pressing. It's like
We don't have a
Irish.
press leader. We don't have a press leader, Quasi, like
Mm,
someone that Mane would like. I'm not saying we need a new Mane. It's not about that. But Mane was always the first guy to go, and he would be
right.
on top. And we don't seem to have that so much anymore. If that's what we want to do, but this
Mm,
kind of taking the ball and controlling it. I've been. Anybody that's been listening to me on. Unfortunately for them, they've been listening to me for a year, and I was saying from day one,
mm,
this is great. With Slot, this is absolutely brilliant. We're winning game after game after game. And I got, pushback from some people. I said at the time, I said, but the football's shit. The football isn't very good to watch. I was like,
mm,
it's super effective. He hasn't bought anybody.
yeah.
So he's just getting a squad together from what he has. He's putting it
Hmm.
together. So, but the football was never, the game against Manchester City was brilliant.
Yeah.
But it was never really exciting games. Not that they have to be exciting to be good, but the
Hmm.
quality wasn't very high, which is why I was all in for getting, some creativity in midfield this year
Yeah.
and purchasing and all that. Um, but again, it still hasn't really improved, like aesthetically, even the way that we play football.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I can't see what it is that they're trying to achieve. Like Zuberi is talking about individuals, and I've been saying that's what it looks like to me, is that it's completely disconnected.
Hmm.
You've got people that here trying to do something, people there trying to do something, people there trying to do something, but they're not able to put it together from front to middle to back,
Right.
front to middle to back, front to middle, continuously and consistently.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It's just sometimes what we're trying to do, sometimes it just about comes off. And we
Mm.
get a drop ball in the box. Like, look at Wirtz. No, like everyone's talking about Wirtz. Wirtz, no player in the Premier League has created more chances than
I
Frank
was
Wirtz.
gonna say that.
But
You
does
see
he
that?
look like that? Well, on
No,
the eye test, does it look like that?
it
No,
doesn't
it
look
doesn't
like
look
it.
like
I was just about to say that
that.
because
So you can
it's
create all them you want, but
yeah.
man, like it just looks like every now and again something is just kind of dropping and it's working. Like there
Mm-hmm.
was one move that came off the Ekatike one
Mm-hmm.
recently. Excuse me, that Ekatike goal that came off. That was a
Yeah.
move, front to back, bang, 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 in behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's is that what we're trying to do? Okay, cool. But then it doesn't happen again for such a long. I just because you can't look at it and go, oh, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. It's
But I see this
bland.
Irishman. This one I agree with Mr. Red. He said last night was bizarre. Slot selected the right players, but played the wrong system. That is exactly how I saw the game. He focused on the system instead of focusing on the strength of the players. Jurgen Klopp used to do the same thing towards his final years, where he stick to the system. He brings players in, and no matter what, you're gonna play the way I want you to play. And the player said, "Bro, I can't play this stuff." Right? Yesterday, this guy started off like Zuberi was saying. He said they start off well, attack. Everybody was playing how they are comfortable in playing, and then it seems like something was said to them and say, "Hey, people, relax, get the ball, calm the ball down, pass the ball side to side like we always do. Virgil, keep the ball for about 20 minutes and let the team attack you." Nobody is doing high press anymore. They're doing more mid block, right? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Zuberi
yeah,
at home,
yeah.
yeah, and nobody's doing high press. They're just standing there. Liverpool has the ball and everybody is just standing there. Okay, pass the ball to the goalie. Pass the ball between Virgil and Konate. But then as soon as the ball hits Gravenberg, everybody presses,
Yeah,
right?
then they're on.
And then what we do, we get the ball to the right. We keep the ball on the right, pass the ball between Salah, Soboslai, and Gravenberg. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we circulate to the other side and keep doing it 1, 2, 3. And then the strikers are standing there looking for the ball. You cannot bring Isak and Ekitike, who are straight out and out killers, and we out here passing the ball between the midfield and the center backs. And that's where sometimes I feel like we did Nunes some disservice, where he was at kick the ball in front of me, let me run. We didn't do that. So his strength, we know he can score. So I can't use him as a good excuse. But right now, I'm sorry, we're doing the same thing to Isak and Ekitike. Isak came on for what, 30 minutes or 20-some minutes. He touched the ball 4 times. Ekitike was in there for 60-some minutes. All he did was run. That's why he cramped up. Why is striker Zuberi? Are you still there? Or you chasing that thickums? It's Zuberi there. Or he's chasing the thickums. All right, we will let it. I mean, you see what I'm saying, Irishman? You have strikers who are assassins. Like I was watching Arsenal versus Newcastle, and I was like, if Isak is in this game is done 3-0. Because they create that space, right? They created a space, but they didn't have that killer out there for Newcastle. Liverpool, you have the killer. Create the space for him and just launch the ball in front of him. Let him do his work. Same thing with Ekitike. Even when Ekitike comes in the middle of the field and he gets the ball, he is not losing the ball. The ball sticks to his feet. The problem is he is so far away from where he needs to be at. Now he has to pass the ball to somebody else. And when he passes the ball to somebody else, guess what happened? The ball goes right back and then goes back to Virgil and Konate. Why? I'm not trying. I don't understand that part of the game where, like I said, I'm using Pep Guardiola as an example because he is the best manager of our time right now. And what is Pep Guardiola doing? Kick the ball to Doku. Doku, when you get the ball, find Haaland. Same thing with even Foden. Have you realized that Foden is not playing the style of football that we are used to of Foden? Foden gets the ball. He looks up. Okay, he's wide open. Let me kick the ball to him. Foden is not dribbling. He's not even holding the ball as much. He gets the ball, he passes it. Everybody is going direct because we've seen that the game has changed. And we are the only one who's trying to play beautiful football. And just like you said, Irishman, we're trying to control a game that we can't control because nobody's caring. You see, have you realized that nobody cares about the ball anymore? Like Crystal Palace really sat back and say, okay, go ahead, play the game. We will wait. There is no difference between Crystal Palace and Galatasaray. All they did was, go ahead. We know you could play. We're giving you that respect. Go ahead. You play the ball. We're going to sit back and we're going to hit you on the counter-attack. And they're not even hitting us on the counter-attack. They're just sending the ball long. 2 passes. And now our team is wide open. And one thing that I agree right here is what our brother Fazi, shout out to Fazi, man. I know you are enjoying yourself. We are so static that when we have the ball, everybody's just standing there waiting for the ball. Everybody's just standing there waiting for the ball. If you're going to control a game, you have to do pass and move to pull the players apart. But you're not. You're just passing the ball and they're watching you. Oh, yeah, you got McAllister. Go ahead, McAllister. Do whatever you do. So what's like? Run around. Okay. Vert, yeah, do those intricate one-touch passes and whatever. Everybody's just watching us play football, and it's not working. That is my frustration right now. The manager needs to stop whatever he thinks he's doing right now and say, okay, teams don't want to play us. So what we should do? Give them the ball. And you said it perfectly, Irishman. When we went to City, what did we do? We gave City the ball. Go ahead. You take the ball. We're going to sit back. And right now, it's not working for us. So for me, that's what I see. And it's very frustrating that I'm one of those people who get upset when people say, oh, no, let the manager stick with his principles. Yeah, Amorim stuck with his principle. How is he doing now? And I told people from day one, if you don't have the personnel to play certain style of football, don't do it. And Liverpool, we don't have the personnel to play that tiki-taka. You have the personnel to have goals in your team. So play to the player's strength. That's what I'm saying. Why do you say that, Irishman?
Holes. There's holes in the play, in the build-up.
Yeah.
There's holes in it. What you're talking about, Vert's movement, you're talking about things like that. Nobody's moving. Nobody's reacting when he drops, when he goes somewhere else. Everyone's just staying where they were. No one's moving into the space that he was in, namely Dominic Szoboszlai. There's some, obviously not from right back.
Yeah.
But there's There's issues, Quasi. I mean, everyone is out. Look, there's only a couple of days. I know not everybody, but it's a couple of games ago. It was like, I'll give the guy a new contract,
Yeah.
and this is now the major problem. But I think we're not able to do what he wants in midfield. I don't think we're
Yeah.
capable of doing what he's trying to do. There's a bit of a mistake in the skill set in there. There's a bit of a lack
Yeah.
of a specialist player in certain areas. So unless we do something about that, we could have some issues going forward because I don't think he's a dogmatic coach like that. I don't think he's like Amarim. Amarim will never, ever, ever change.
Mm-hmm.
Slot will not change the base that he uses, which is the base 4-3-3. It's just the Dutch way. And that 4-3-3 can become a 5-3-4-4-2. It can become everything without having to make multiple substitutions.
Yeah.
Without even having to make any. So, like, that's his way of doing things, but he's always very adaptable in what he does in between that. Whereas someone like Amarim is just going to do his one thing over and over and over again. So Slot, it's like what you're saying is correct. If you've got that many goals in your team, then you really should be kind of focusing on creating that because our bare bones defense. If Ibu, and we also saw Ibu last night. Ibu was absolutely shocking once again. Then there's news after the game that he's going to sign a new contract. I mean, this guy just needs to he just needs this shit sorted out right now. Enough of the nonsense, basically. Let's just get a straight answer on stuff. But he had another terrible game. He didn't win a single ground duel. He got beaten every single time on the ground. So and we've got him and VVD and Joey Gomez. So I would suggest that it might not be a bad idea to start trying to outscore teams because this defense ain't going to hold up as far as I'm concerned. This defense isn't holding up.
Right.
If VVD wasn't here, man, VVD, jeez, VVD is holding this shit together. And then Ali goes and gets injured again last night.
Oh, I mean, that's what we expected. It's around the same time he gets injured. But you see, that's also the problem, Irishman. Why is the goalkeeper running around so much like that?
From an Ibu back pass that nearly put literally a hospital pass. We used to call them hospital passes back in the day. Ball so bad that if someone went for it, they're going to end up getting injured. Pretty much, not directly, but yeah, it's just a terrible back pass. Puts a man in. I mean, we made Galatasaray look like not a top team. No, they didn't. We made them look better than us last night. Galatasaray are nowhere near our level. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, man.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing, I think.
No, Eintracht Frankfurt hit him 5-0.
Yeah, there was a couple of own goals, and that was a crazy game. But yeah, it was kind of genuinely, that was a little bit embarrassing, I think.
You see what I mean? You talk, there goes another hospital pass from Sobo, and we are so far. This is the thing. Teams are figuring this out. The simplest way, moving forward, how should we do, right? Let's talk solutions now. What should the manager do? My opinion, I'm not that smart, but the little football that I know in my some 21 years is condense the field, sit back. If you're going to do pass, let's do simple pass between us and go long. Because right now, teams have realized that you got these assassins. So the worst thing we can do is give you space back. Yesterday, Galatasaray actually was opening up compared to the other teams that we played. They were actually let us play in the midfield. And instead of using that, we still go on the side and trying to pass the ball on the side. I'm like, brother, it's not working. Even when Salah came in, nothing he did. I mean, Zuberi, what going forward, what will be the solution that you, in your opinion, you think that the manager needs to do?
The manager needs to hand in his 2-week notice. Listen, for a better part of 7 years, we've been crying out for a manager that have the ambitions of dominating. We've cried out for teams with the ability to dominate. We now have the team to dominate with a manager that does not know how to dominate at this level. Bro, like this team, before we kick ball, everyone was like, pack it in. Liverpool got it. we started playing, and they're like, "Oh, they don't got it." And I'll give you a gem. It's better to remain silent and let people think that you're smart than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Yep.
We now start to play, and we're removing the doubt of us being that team. We appear to be that team, but every game we play, teams are going, "Oh, they're not really that team." We sign these bad men, like, yo, they got all these bad men, and like, oh wait, they're not bad men in the Liverpool team though. And that's really what's happening, and it's unfortunate. So with this manager, I'm not trying to diss him or pull his medal off his jacket. This manager is running on stolen valor. Google stolen valor, and you guys in the chat and on the panel will know what I'm talking about. That's a guy. Yeah, that's a guy in military uniform that never went to war, but he got war medals.
War last season? Did he not win the war last season?
No, but it wasn't his. Bro, he came in with Jurgen Klopp's gun, and then got rid of Jurgen Klopp's gun, bring his own gun in, and when he squeezed the trigger, the flag comes out. That's what's happening. The little white flag comes out that says surrender, but no team is surrendering to us, bro.
Yeah.
So Quasi, he can't do anything more. Remember, we won the league and we won the past 5 games from individual brilliance. It wasn't tactics. It was individual brilliance. And that can only take you so far, especially when game after game, you're drilling that brilliance out of players. You have brilliant player and you're not giving them a platform to be brilliant. It's not going to work. That's what's actually happening, Quasi. So how do we get these brilliant players to be brilliant? He has to give them the platform to do so. And when has he ever given a player the platform to be brilliant? I'll wait, because he's been here over a year. And we've never seen that. We've never seen that. The only reason he won the league last year is because he was playing it safe with that team, and playing it safe got us over the line. Now he got the new team to dominate, and he's still playing it safe. We can't dominate playing it safe. Irishman said earlier before I went dark that we go 2-0 up and then we're just trying to cruise and win the game with 75 minutes to go. No, bro, just keep playing the game, bro. We don't care if we score 10 goals. We'll actually take that. But the only way to keep winning and keep the win is to keep on the offensive. Why are you trying to, like City did that against Arsenal? Went 1 goal up, 2 back to 5. Big bad City.
Can I just make one point? Can I just make one point?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm not, again, and this is, don't shoot the messenger on this. It's just, I'm not saying, oh, that's what we're trying to do and it's awesome and cool. It's like one of the guys that he worked with at Feyenoord before said Arne Slot's favorite result is 2-0. He said he's got this thing in his head. When he gets to a 2-0, he's just like other coaches that get to 2-0, they might be like, right, let's go for that 3, that 4. But for him,
question for you, Irishman, so you can continue. What's the most dangerous scoreline Jurgen Klopp teaches about?
Yeah, no, I know, but what I'm saying is like this is what this guy in Holland is saying, this is Arnie. He's just got this thing where when he gets to 2-0 in his head, he just wants to lock it down. And what I'm saying is like, that's cool if you can do that and you can pull it off. But at the moment, we can't pull that off. He's not able to shut it down. Now, I'm not saying I want to do that either. I'm not a fan of the football either. But that's his idea. That's his
thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
because that makes sense. That makes sense. And I think we all know one thing about the Prem, and I love the Prem. Teams don't relax until they're 3-4-0 down. 2-0, all you've done is given them license to attack.
To attack, yeah. Because they have nothing to
lose. Knows that all too well. Once a team is 2-0 down, they throw their tactics out the window and just go for it. So if we're 2-0 and sitting back, bro, we've now cornered them to where they have to come at us. And that's where, Quasi, it's like slapping a man in the face and turning your back. That's what 2-0 is. 2-0 is slapping a man in the face and turning your back. Bro, you're like, going to get rushed.
You know, it's like, oh, you can't hit me from the back. According to
That's a
whom?
good point.
The line to
Bro,
big
that's a
up
good
yourself, man. Go ahead.
Pick up, man. I'm hearing some takes on this panel. See me with my guy, my brother from the other sides of the Atlantic Ocean. I gotta take you on some issues, my friends. I gotta take you on some issues. Now, you're saying about slot and take. Look, I didn't listen. Let's. I want to get everyone straight. As much as we moan, I'm seeing and I'm gonna call. I'm seeing some Liverpool fans have meltdowns on major sites. Some clueless idiots saying slot out, slot out.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, he ain't going anywhere.
Nope.
He ain't going anywhere. So you need to deal with it. And let's be real. If I want to get very disrespectful, then let's be real and forget about his team or what team. Slot has equaled what Klopp done in 8 years. Beat that. Now, as good as Klopp was, he bottled it on certain points with the league and European Cup finals. So let's deep that. Okay. Now let's talk about Slot's play. Everyone's saying that this play could be better and stuff like that. But last season, let's be real. None of us thought we were going to win the league. So we can say Klopp's teams, but is that Arne Slot's fault? That's not his fault. He's coming to the club. He has to do what he do. He has to look at the players. Now, again, like I said, Irishman, which you said, and like I said, like Brian Baxter, he didn't like the football last season. A lot of people, I thought he was all right. I
It was
thought he was more controlled.
okay.
Yeah, I thought for me, it was okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was boring. I just thought we were more controlled. We dictated the pace. It's more of a Dutch style base of play. Now it's not the high guy and game pressing, but we scored when we want. And not every game we were winning 2-0. We sat back. We still had chances to get threes and fours, but other players didn't do the job. It's just the way we're playing. The informed players, Slot, had a different formation. He done different things. He didn't sit back on a 4-2-3-1. Fulham when we were 1-0 down, we had 10 men for about 80, 70 minutes. He didn't sit back. Did I see a Slot team sitting back? No. I saw a gun hole. I see Gravenberch playing from the back, free attacking. Jota Nunes up front. So we need to stop this. I think some of the fans need to calm down with this narrative because, like I said, you know what? As much as Slot's getting a criticism, that's fine. But people just have lost memories, and all this Slot out is just nonsense. At the end of the day,
Real quick,
okay.
the slot out people are the club sexuals who think that Klopp is coming back. He's never coming back. Okay, so they can cry all they want, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the slot out people. We're just talking about the tactics that the manager is implying. So the style of play that you're talking about is what he's still doing right now. And the manager, the other teams have figured it out. And they're saying, okay, the best way to counter what Slot is doing is let him have the ball. We're going to sit back and we will just 1-2 pass, go. Nobody has played football against Liverpool. Can you tell me any team that have played against Liverpool who have played football beside Arsenal? And even with Arsenal, guess what they did? They played defensive style football where when they have the ball, they keep it for a long period of time. And when they don't, everybody goes behind the ball. So that's what we say.
Can I answer for myself though, Quasi? Because I'm actually slot out. And I'll tell you why I'm slot out. And Nilante, it's not, don't group me with whoever you hear say it. Just take what I'm about to say. And if you want to address what I'm about to say, just address it as a standalone. Don't put me in a group because I don't know why they're saying it. I can tell you why I'm saying it. The control football that won us the league, I'm gonna be honest, I did enjoy it because we came from like just going gung ho with no sort of game control, and it used to cost us some points on the clock, right? Not seeing out the game, managing the game a little better. So when he came in and brought that element, it did get us over the line. Some of the games was very boring. I was falling asleep and we're 2-0 up. And I'm like, the way we're controlling this game, we're not going to lose it. So I was actually very relaxed during that first moment. Now he's have the tools to go beyond control. You know what I'm trying to say? Bro, he can't get the best out of Wirtz and he can't get the best out of Isak. I'm not saying get him out of here because he's garbage. Bro, you have player that you can't get the best out of. That tells me these players are either out of your league or we're now in a position that's beyond your reach. Like he came into a new team, Jurgen Klopp team, whatever you want to call it. Bro, he's a victim of his own success. You've now won the league and you've strengthened. Everyone and their grandma is expecting us to dominate. And what they see, pedestrian control football, can't even see the game out at 2-0 because you're trying to do that with 75 minutes to go. I'm saying, yo, get him out of here because I'm not saying he can't turn it around. We can't still win the league. We're still in the first position. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying what I'm seeing from him, I've yet to be excited for a full 90 minutes. I was excited for 45 minutes against Bayer Leverkusen, 45 minutes against Real Madrid, 45 minutes against City. Those are my three most exciting games or 45 minutes under this manager. This manager have never excited us for a full 90 minutes. And the way the league started, yeah, it was 5 wins in a row. Bro, them 5 wins was it left a lot to be desired. Then 2 back-to-back loss. And it's like, bro, we lost the game and you're talking about, yo, we had 75% possession. Okay, great. But your striker got on the pitch for 30 minutes, Premier League record, touched the ball 4 times. What's the point of bringing him on? You could have just left him doing kick-ups on the sideline. So it's not, I don't know why everyone else is saying it, but what I'm seeing from this guy, it ain't it, man.
Big up to Nee and K-Mac in the building. Nelante, you want to rebuttal it before I let the other 2 gentlemen have their say?
Yeah, no problem. No, I hear what Subi's saying about the football, the tempo of the football, but at the end of the day, I get that, and I get Subi's point in terms of his football and tactics. Like I said, I personally, I have seen games where we've been good for like first to 90 minutes, like non-stop. But again, it's what you perceive what is good football, you know, because we can't gun hole. And I know we're talking about 2-0, but some of the games, the Bournemouth game, when we were 2-0 up, we didn't relax. We still were attacking. We just got opened up in the midfield. That's it. We were still attacking. There was about 7, 8 players. And regards to just look, I get right now it's not great, and he's got some decisions to make. I agree the Isak touching, but end of the day, look, are we 6? And again, I can't believe I'm saying this, me of all people, because I usually go in hard, but I'm trying to be realistic. I mean, are we 16th? Are we 17th? Yeah, we'd be great. I mean, only Scooby-Doo, you know, like, you know, Wirtz hasn't picked up, you know, no GA, no assist for the stat people. You know what I mean? He hasn't come to form. But end of the day, we're still 2 points top. Yeah, we lost against Ghana. That was a horrible decision, but there's still life to breathe. And what we? The 1st of October. Now, if we're going in January right now, in January / end of January, February, and we're still like this, then that's a whole nother conversation. But we have to give these players time. And like I said, like Carragher said, Slot has to earn his money. He has to, and let's see. End of the day, you know, Rome is not built in a day. He's bedding new players in. He has to form the formation. It's not happening, but we're still there. And let's see. And you have to let this team. You can't say Slot out and all of a sudden all our problems are going to be fixed. No. You have to let the man cook. We didn't expect what's going to happen last season. This season, we just have to let him go. We're in October, 2 points, you know, top of the league. And you just have to let the man just do his thing and implement who he wants in his system. And we can talk then. That's it. Okay. Point blank simple. That's it.
Hey, Nee, what's going on, man? How you doing? Why you acting like you are calm, man? Why are you hiding in the shade?
Sorry. I think my camera keeps
you on the cow settings.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Where do I even start? There's a lot, but you guys allow me to flow, I guess. My man, Kennel, let's pipe it down a bit. I think it's too early to call for Slot out. I understand that it's more like I'm addressing it at this point. The guy is still on top of the league, so at least I've not seen any coach get sacked when he's actually on top of a league. So it would be ridiculous to actually say that we should sack him. The only person I can remember was I think Capello, but he won the league for Madrid, but they said they didn't like his style of football. So even that one, they sacked him at the end of the season.
So Nee, real quick, on Saturday, Arsenal played before us. If Arsenal draw, they go to first place. Should we sack him after the draw?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm just checking because this thing
Not at
we
all.
are the top.
I'm not even implying that if we leave the top spots, it should be. I'm not even implying that.
Okay, because a lot of
But
people
it
say
is
we are the
actually
top, we are the
ridiculous.
top. So when you get out of the top, then is
But
it
what are
okay
we
to?
playing for? Honestly, what are we playing for?
Yeah,
We are
no.
playing to win. So
Mm-hmm.
if the person is on top and has had a few bad games, of course, we have not played so well.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's, and I don't think any fan is, delusional enough or deluded enough to say that we are playing well. Of course, we all know we are not playing well,
Yeah.
but we are at least getting the result. Kwasi, then if that's what we are saying, then it comes to Kwasi your point that okay, you are saying that Pep Guardiola is now not playing beautiful football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he's getting the point.
Mm-hmm.
So are we now saying that okay, if we are not playing well, we are complaining? He's
Mm-hmm.
actually getting the point and not playing well too. We also saying he slot out. So where does it stand? But that's just by the way.
Mm-hmm.
On Slot himself, I think he's doing something that if he's not careful, that will be his downfall.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, he should not. I think he's overly obsessed with controlling football. This controlling football. I think
Yeah.
he's overly obsessed with this control the game. Let's play controlling football. He's overly obsessed. There are so many times that teams are wide open, and when we are on the break, our midfielder will now turn, and then now you start the build up again from the back.
Mm-hmm.
When he can release a player, just one long pass or one through pass will release a player,
Yeah.
and then we are in on goal. But for so many times, the midfielder will run just past the center circle, then turn around again, and then we start building from side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side. It is getting boring and unnecessarily pedantic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this over obsession with controlling the game is affecting his team.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, he's overly reliant on his signings. I mean, they may come good, but it doesn't mean that you have to force and shoehorn them in every match. If it is not working, revert to a system that works, a system that that has worked for you. Last season, our midfield worked, even though it wasn't the most tidy, it wasn't the most pleasing on the eye.
Yeah.
The midfield worked, and thankfully, you have all of them there. Put that out. Maintain your midfield from last season. Let's build from there. Go back to basics. This basics won you the title. If you are making too many changes that's not working, go back to the basics. Keep the core of your team from last season. Robo is there. If Kerkes is not making the impact now, he may still welcome good. Put Robo there back. Maintain your structure from last season. Then now change the pieces one bit at a time as we win a few more matches and then garner some confidence in the team.
Right.
I believe that should be my approach. I also don't think that the whole blame should be placed on Slot, to be honest. Players misplacing 5-yard passes should not be placed on Slot.
Right.
Kwesi, I also disagree with you that he picked the right team but the wrong system. I don't want to see Soboslai in right back again. We have 2 senior right backs.
Yeah.
I don't want, and I'm not saying this based on yesterday's game. No.
Right.
We have 2 senior right backs. They should play. If they make mistakes, they should learn from their mistake. Now, none of them is getting a consistent run of games to even correct their mistake or even pick up a tempo. So now Soboslai comes in, the next match he's out. Then we bring Frimpong, we start Bradley. There is a pecking order for a reason.
Okay.
And defense is not something that we chop and change. I have a few other things, but let's come up.
Yeah. Kema, go ahead, man. Big up yourself. I'll come back to your question to the part that you disagree with me later. But yeah, Kema, go ahead, man. What's going on?
Big up, nice. Some really good stuff there. And also Zaberi and Nalante and Irishman and yourself as well, Quasi. And everyone in the chat, hit the like and subscribe before you do anything right now. Support this channel. Look, I'm going to break it down into something which is logical because I'm the type of person that thinks of things logically. Yeah. So just think of it like this. Yeah. Last season, we won the league using Jurgen Klopp's tactics. 4-3-3. We all know it. We all seen it. We all watched it. It was a workman-like midfield. We didn't score a bundle of goals from midfield. In fact, Gravenberch didn't score any. Okay. Gravenberch's now got 2 this season, and he's being relied on quite a lot. So you've got a system which is a system which everybody knows really well. Yeah. And you didn't sign anybody. So you basically have everybody in the team that knows how to play that football. The only person that was new never played. Yeah. And that was Chiesa, who's also been really important this season, and he scored 2 goals. Okay. So let's not knock the players that we signed, because one of them's actually come good this season in Chiesa. That's my first positive on that. But we had 11 players who've all played the system. We had loads of substitutes that had all played the system, and they played it for years. Okay. You're comfortable. You're comfortable in your skin, and you're comfortable on the pitch. Yeah. You then sign a boatload of new players. Yeah. So you've now signed another, 5 players that are going to go straight into your first team. What is the logical thing to do as a manager? If I was a manager right now, starting the season, I would continue to play the way I did with the 11 the same, because you won the bloody league. You won the league. Like, you don't have something that's broken. It's not broke. You won the league. And Enrique, who's the PSG manager, said to Slot, whoever wins this game in the Champions League wins the Champions League. No shit, Sherlock. PSG won the Champions League. We would have won the Champions League. So you have a team under Slot with Jurgen Klopp's tactics, with 11 players that know how to play Jurgen Klopp football, with a slight tweak in formation, maybe, or a slight tweak in how they play. Yeah, that's all that happened. They won the league. They could have won the Champions League if they'd have beaten PSG, and they got to a cup final. You have the potential of a treble winning team right there. Yeah, apart from 2 games, Newcastle and PSG. That's it. You then go into the next season, rip it all up, literally just throw it all away. See you later. Tactics right out the window. Not going to play that way. Yeah. So then you have all the players that played under Jurgen for years who know how to play his system, like in their sleep. Yeah, they could literally play in a pair of slippers and a dressing gown. Most of our players, because they've been playing Jurgen's system for like 7 years. Yeah. You've then got Slot, who's gone, you know what? Bin all that. Start the new season with the old team. All of the regulars from the old team are still here. Yeah. All of the old heads, your Alis, your Robbos, your Canates, your Virgils, your McAllisters, your Mo Salahs. Cody played quite a few years. They all know the system really well. Yeah. They've now got to learn a new system, and then you sign 5 new players to go into your first team who also have to learn a new system. How the fuck is it ever going to work? I'm sorry. How is it ever going to work? This isn't Football Manager, where you can just buy loads of players, play your tactics, and it's all just going to magic. Like, make it easier for the new guys coming in, who are coming from a new league, who are coming to a new team. Make it easier. So at least the guys who are already there, who won the league in a canter, can just go, you know what, lads, we know what we're doing. You can just come in and we will help you accommodate into how we play. But no, they've got to learn a new system. So they're like in shell shock, and it's obvious. It's totally obvious. Ali doesn't even know what he's doing now. Like, Ali was the most reliable goalkeeper to put the ball exactly where we needed to have a quick break. Ali's now playing as a centre-back, as a sweeper keeper. Like, he's coming and going. He doesn't know what he's doing sometimes. Like, the whole system is so brand new that everybody needs to learn it at once. It's never going to work. And you've also lost 3 of your coaches. No one's talking about this. We've lost 2 goalkeeping coaches and 2 main coaches. So not only have we lost the system that worked, we've lost the coaches that worked with the system and the goalkeeping coaches. So we've literally just gone completely back to normal. And Jamie Carragher, I hate Jamie Carragher, by the way, but Jamie Carragher's spot on. Liverpool look like the club, look like the football that Brendan Rodgers left Jurgen Klopp to take over right now. It looks like football.
Sheesh.
It looks like football that we have never played before. And this is scary. And Jamie Carragher's right. It is scary. Players don't look like they played with each other before. And that's never been a Liverpool thing. I haven't said that for years and years. Like
Very. I mean,
Canate reminds me of Lovren right now. Canate reminds me of Lovren. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing now. And Virgil van Dijk doesn't trust anybody in the team.
Very. I mean,
looking around, and you can see in his interviews, Virgil van Dijk's worried. Like, Mo Salah got dropped. Like, Mo Salah got dropped for a Champions League game. Are you
which
kidding?
he should. I think. Okay, Mark. I don't want.
Like that
I mean, that's why I'll answer Nee's question, because on Monday when
for this Frimpong, we dropped Mo Salah for this version of Frimpong.
No, we wanted.
My God, Frimpong. Like
we wanted one. We didn't want a knee-jerk reaction on having Mo Salah drop, but Frimpong needed to play. Now Frimpong playing right back. No, I mean right wing. Okay, that's a little bit extreme. I would have said keep Salah there and bring Frimpong on the right on the right back. But Zuberi, listen to K-Mac, and you already say you are at slot out. Do you agree with what K-Mac is saying and what Carragher is saying about?
That's not a fair question while K-Mac is on stream. If you'd asked me and K-Mac wasn't here, I would be able to answer more honestly.
So you don't agree with me then?
No, the thing is, I agree with you, but that's the danger in it. Agreeing with K-Mac on stream, it's one of them things that we don't do. It's like you agreeing with Carragher, K-Mac. Like K-Mac, this season, the team, the pundits, the fans, we're in uncharted territory when we should be in familiar territory.
Exactly, mate.
So me agreeing with you, that's uncharted territory, mate. Like everything you said, minus the coaches, because we're always skeptical of your stats and your sources. No one is talking about him losing coaches and losing the system. So that's a bit worrying for one.
I did at the beginning of the season. I'm just saying.
All right, Quasi, louder. I told you so.
Hey, we lost Johnny Heidegger. He was our defensive coach.
So the knee-jerk reaction isn't. We needed it, right? But not to that extreme. Like when we said Salah being dropped, it wasn't from the off. It was from 75 minutes in, it's not working, drop him, right? It wasn't from you're not starting a Champions League game. That's a bit extreme.
Yeah.
What?
That's a bit, like I said, if he started the game and then got benched 75 minutes because it's not working, safe. But from the off, I'm lost for words. And the Rodgers thing, that's what Rodgers usually do. Rodgers usually do the little shell shock the decisions where it upset the balance of things. And you're right, K-Mac. I never looked at it the way you put it.
Zuberi, Real Madrid away with Steven Gerrard on the bench.
Yeah.
So your point of the original players learning a new system with 5 new players who's trying to adapt to our way, they're trying to adapt to something we don't have under control yet. Because the existing players, it's not routine for them. You remember Allison gets it, it's routine to catch it, kick it, slip. That was routine. Allison kicked that long ball and slip was routine. But that was also an assist. Or that also gets up in the pitch in a dangerous position. That was routine. Everything we were doing had a routine to it. That routine is out the window. So now all players are trying to learn this new routine. And at the same time, whole ends of new guys also learning at the same time. So there's no reverting back to type. It's, this ain't working, manager. What do we do? And what does he do? He basically concedes the midfield, get defensive players on, and 6 attackers on the pitch. That's not a system. That's a Hail Mary. So reverting a type now becomes a Hail Mary with, let me just get all my attackers on the pitch with no way of bridging defense to attack. That's his revert to type. Our players never played like that. We've never gone without a midfield. The midfield has always been our engine. And his revert to type is, let's take the engine out and push it down the hill on some Jamaican bobsled go-kart thing. That's what he's doing. He's opened the aerodynamics of the bobsled go-kart can get us across the finish line.
Well, you look at Crystal Palace, okay? We got back into the game in Crystal Palace. He had too many attackers on the pitch for us to not go for the game. Like, you couldn't go the opposite way because he'd throw in every single attacker he had.
Yeah, but we didn't have any midfield to knit it together.
Nothing. We had nothing. We had our midfielder in defense.
Yeah, so Gravenberch can't take the ball from Allison and drive the full length of the pitch anymore.
Madness.
Yeah. Irishman, what says with your friend K-Mac is saying, talking about...
Wait, can I ask K-Mac a quick yes or no? K-Mac,
Yes.
before you jump on, because Carragher is the only one that had the balls to stood up the slot and called him out when he see the things. Carragher basically put himself in pole position to be the caretaker till we find the new manager.
Stop it.
Yes or no, would you be okay with that should Arne Slot continue to capitulate and can't get it together? Because we'll need a caretaker. Because he's basically worse than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Oh,
so we need a caretaker to oversee things.
I can't allow you guys to slot my manager like that, man. Thank you, Carragher, right there.
That's obscene.
Man,
That's obscene.
man, I will mute you.
Yo, we'll revisit this when Carragher is at the helm holding it down for the replacement.
Why, Stephen G is not there anymore or what? You know, Zuberi, you causing a firestorm. I'm getting texts from the whole fan base saying that this guy, we need to take this guy outside and put him on the cross. What is he talking about? Irishman, please help.
For the culture.
Yeah, for the culture.
Because guess what?
Yes,
I have had a lot of predictions right, or a lot of solutions right.
Yeah.
You should be coaching Liverpool.
Who, me?
I should be coaching Liverpool.
Oh,
based
you.
on Zuberi's point. I've been able to identify some problems as well, so I guess I'm qualified to be the caretaker.
Yo, Irishman, your boy K-Mac is talking about bring what's his name? Brendan Rodgers back. Zuberi won Carragher at the helm.
I didn't say bring Brendan Rodgers back.
What's his name? Somebody in the chat.
Words. Fake, false accusations.
Slander.
Somebody in the chat is blaming. Somebody in the chat is blaming Slot for Nunes and Diaz mishaps. I mean, Irishman. Well, Liverpool. We are way worse than Arsenal fans right now. But the one thing that I agree with Zuberi, what he said long time ago is, we are big bad Liverpool. We should not be respecting anybody. We should be looking up.
Yeah, you were going to ask me if I agreed. Yeah, I think I was quite worried. There was a quote, and I can't find it. I can't remember, but Arne Slot basically said something about passing the other team to death. It was a quote that came out during the week, and the first thing that came to my mind was the classic Brendan Rodgers "Death by Football," and that just
okay. Now I'm worried.
Now I'm worried. Me back a long time to some very dark places. You know, it's like I don't want to hear that at all. It's just funny that the lads brought it up, and I didn't hear that quote, the Carragher quote about Brendan. Yeah, look, it's heads exploding time, right? The last we looked, top of the league, yeah. Top of the league. That's where we are right now. But the heads have exploded because it's not really like you always say, look, you can lose a game. You can lose a game. But then you can lose a game in a way to ask massive questions. The Palace one, look, I'm just standing up for it. That's a place that a lot of teams are going to go to and have trouble, right? That's not a horrible place to lose. That's not going to look at the end of the season, oh, wow, I can't believe they got bet at Palace. Nobody got bet there. Palace is going to get loads of great results. But that one last night, that was like, we looked like Anderlecht or something. It looked like if you'd watched Anderlecht versus Galatasaray, we looked like Anderlecht. Or like Zuberi was saying earlier on, he didn't recognize the team. Because, yeah, it just looked like some random European team that was a little bit worse than Gala but not terrible.
You
And
say we on Karabak's level.
just that, yeah, exactly. We just looked like it was like, okay, they've got that one guy, he looks decent, and he's all right. But it's like didn't look like Liverpool, didn't look like Florian Wirtz, didn't look like Virgil van Dijk, well, obviously not Mo Salah, but us. It didn't look like us. I would take issue with the Slot came in and won it with Jurgen Klopp's tactics, because in the previous 2 years, as I'm getting bored of pointing out, that team finished third and it finished fifth. So why didn't that Jurgen Klopp shit work for Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah.
You know, why wasn't that winning league titles? He came in, he did change shit, and he won a league with it. Okay, we can't say, oh, for everybody says, oh, he did it without anyone else's team. It's like, oh, but they were all brilliant players. You know, he came in, he changed shit up, and he won the league with it. Klopp had not won the league with that side. Third and fifth.
That
was
is a
where
fact.
team finished.
People seems to forget
Let's have
that.
it right. Let's have it right. You know, that what he didn't take over a 100-point Man City winning machine and just keep it rolling on. Didn't change much. He took a team that had been failing and fucking turned it around and won a league with it. So let's give him that. At least. I mean, Arne Slot's out there going, I just won a league and these people are talking shit about me. What have you got to do over here to get some respect, you know? But it is, look, like we said, it's the big bad world now. I think he's done a very good job of playing it cool and calm. Like it's very normal for him to be managing Liverpool and to be having Wirtz and Isak and all these players handed to him. He's making it look like that's very normal for Arne Slot thing to be doing. No, it's not. No, it's not. You come from pretty much nowhere at Feyenoord to one of the biggest clubs in the world, and you're handed a massive budget. And he's done a good job of making it not looking overwhelmed by that. But that amount of talent is going to bring questions, because, like Zabiri was saying, the amount of people that were out there saying, "Oh, write it off. League's done. They've signed Isak. It's over. It's finished. Blah blah blah. Give him the title now." Now that's changed very very quickly. Oh, they're not all that. Oh, maybe they should. Oh, did they need Wirtz? Should they have done this instead? Did they need Ekatike and Isak? Oh, what have they done? So neither were true. Neither were true is the point I'm trying to make. You know, we weren't like instantly done leagues over just because we got the Isak deal over the line. I still think we're missing massively. I'm just going to say Adam Wharton. I'm not even going to say deep line playmaker anymore. I'm just going to say Adam Wharton. Just look at his fucking numbers, not just against us. Use your eyes to see the way he plays against us. Look at his numbers in the league. The guy is just on a different level. So, and we're also massively missing the centre half that can play out from the back.
I'll mention another player, by the way, Tyler Morton.
Who?
Like,
He's having a great season. He's having a great season in France.
Tearing it up in the French league. Absolutely tearing it up. Like,
well, the thing is, this is
by the way.
This is the thing, though. Though all those players that are being mentioned, great players, good players, but we have to understand the system also has to mesh. Wirtz, it's top class. He's on the verge of being a world-class player. So we can't just say all of a sudden he is not good enough. Isak and Ekatike, yeah, he's not there yet. He's still raw. Isak is literally a step away from world-class, or if not world-class. The idea that I'm always saying is you have to play to people's strength. People have figured you out, right? Like Irishman, when we were debating between Crystal Palace and Liverpool, Crystal Palace did their job right. But we can't. The excuse that I don't want to give it to Liverpool is we have played better and stronger team than Crystal Palace before, with a worse team, and we played well. Why did they show up that game with no mentality, thinking that they could just flip the switch and beat Crystal Palace? Now, on the other side, the manager's side is, brother, you are not playing to your team strength, right? Yes, sometimes you have to play sexy football, good. But right now, you don't need to impress anybody. You have the money in the bank. Play a system that wins games. Pep Guardiola last season tried so hard to figure a way to use his system. Everybody ran through him. Every run through him, including Sporting, where that guy Gyökeres run through him. This year, what is he doing? The long passes for Pep Guardiola has gone up. He changed a goalkeeper, and yes, Edison wasn't doing well, so he brought in a new goalkeeper. He could have found a goalkeeper who's better with his feet, but he went with a goalkeeper that another manager said, I don't want you, right? A direct goalkeeper who's more of a shot stopper than this new generation's keepers who kick with their feet. So that means something is happening in the style of football that Pep Guardiola or Arne Slot or even Arteta uses. Because Arne Slot is the one who said, "I'm a hybrid between Pep and Klopp." So whatever you're doing, the manager that is your mentor has realized that, hey, this style of football is not working anymore. For Pep Guardiola, long throw has gone up, long balls have gone up. They're not keeping the ball as much. The fact that he went 5-5 against Arsenal tells you that he has abandoned anything that he's known for. Even his assistant, who is Mr. Intensity, they don't even play with intensity anymore. So that is, for me, that is the core thing. I'm not going to be sitting here talking about Klopp, slot out. All the people in the chat and outside the chat who were like, oh, let's slot this, slot is that. You were the same person saying the same thing about Klopp. Klopp went the whole season that any other manager would have gotten fired at the Liverpool level. So we need to pipe down on that. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Do you think, genuinely, the players that we've signed are slots players?
Yeah.
He wanted.
Yep. Because I'll tell you why.
So why are they not getting played in the right positions?
That is the question.
Why are they being played?
That is the question. That is something that I would say. I think Zuberi or somebody said it. He has even abandoned his own principles. Because if you watch Slot at Feyenoord, he had an out-and-out striker. Get the ball to the striker. He had pacey wingers. Get the ball to them. Get in the back line. Get into those spaces. He came to Liverpool. He didn't do that last season. Understandable. But this year, you have the players to do that. Why are you not doing it?
You've literally signed all the players that make your Feyenoord, like the way you play a Feyenoord, unbelievable.
Thank you. So why have you changed your principle?
And you've literally just threw it all away, and I don't even know what you're playing now. I genuinely have
that's
no
my
idea
whole
what you're
point.
playing.
That is my whole point. You know, that Crystal Palace, his tactics was a problem.
Like I genuinely believe that there are so many players in our team that are shell shocked. They are shell shocked. Like they genuinely don't know what's going on. Like why have you signed me as a left back when I don't play as a left back anymore? Like really? Like why have you signed me as a right back that can get you an unbelievable amount of GA, goals and assists, and I'm not being played like that? Like why have you signed me as a number 10 and you don't want me to play as a number 10? You want me to be like a road runner as a number 8, and just run around and cover for Mo Salah? I'm really bemused. I'm really bemused. And Alexander Isak, I genuinely worry about Alexander Isak because he's not used to this. He's not used to track and back. He's not used to being a guy who's going to drop into midfield and push over to the left-hand side. Like, that's not his job. Like, he's never been doing that. And now, what are you going to do? You're going to coach the best out of Alexander Isak. Like, Ekitike, I'll tell you what, I'll be straight up here. Ekitike, the reason why Ekitike has been so good is because he is defiant. He is petulant. He is a guy that does not give a shit, and he won't do what people tell him to do. Like, he goes against the rules. That's the reason why Ekitike has been so good, because Ekitike is like, yeah, fuck this. I've got to score goals. Like, I want to make a difference because I've got Alexander Isak, who sat on the sidelines, who's going to want to take my position. So he's just like, I don't care. All your rule books and tactics are out the window, mate, because I'm doing my thing to make sure that my GA counts, and then you can't drop me. And that's the reason why he has looked as good as he has. And the rest, I don't even know what the rest are. I genuinely don't. Like Conor Bradley's a shell of a player that he used to be as well now.
Yeah.
Like, that's worrying for me. Like,
he's getting 20, man. Isak is still going to get 20.
I know he will.
I hope so, mate.
Yeah,
but he's not going to if he's in midfield.
I'd have to take massive issue. Quickly came. I would have to take issue. Like, you even spoke on the Adam Cleary video that showed At Newcastle, how often he would drop deep into the number 10 and lay off a ball to a winger and then move into space and
Yeah, we're not
receive
giving
the
it. We're
return
not
ball.
giving him the ball, mate. Well, he's not getting
No,
the
but
ball
yeah,
there.
but you said no, but like there's someone as Barry said something similar yesterday, and like the amount of times he goes, we've seen what he does. He often drifts out to left. He often drops deep and links up.
Mhm.
That's one of his major skill sets. I don't think we really particularly need him to be doing that so much in everything. But at Newcastle, he would like that Adam Cleary video showed it precisely and was on
Mhm.
how he would literally create his own chances. He
Right.
would drop into the number 10 area, pass the ball to
And
Jacob
go.
Murphy, and just say, Jacob,
Go
run there
bounce.
and cross it in. By the time you get there, I'll be in the box. And there he was tapping it in. He's literally making his own goals. So not that we
Yeah,
would
but
like
they've
that's
got
like him playing
wingers.
as Isaac
Right,
and
they've got
Burks in the
wingers,
same
mate.
team.
We haven't got wingers. We don't play with any width.
That is the part
What are we
that's the
supposed to do?
problem.
That you can throw a blanket over the entire team because they're all stood in the middle of the bar.
No, that is true in terms of the Jacob Murphy. So we don't have a Jacob Murphy. On the other side, you should at least have someone. Gakpo won't do that, which is why Gakpo is kind of next up for me. But yeah, Gakpo ain't going to create chances for him. He ain't going to put balls across the box. And then where's it got to come from? It's got to come from our fullback. So we ain't doing that either. So again, I don't really know what we're attempting to do. I'm sure we're attempting to do something. I'm sure there is a plan. But right now I can't see what that plan is. And like I said last night, the most important, the most resounding thing I take away from it is just that idea that it just looked so disconnected. We could start doing something and there'd be bits and pieces here and then the bits and pieces over there, but nothing ever flowed from front or from back to midfield to front. Pass, move, pass, move, pass, move. Bits and pieces, little drops of the shoulder, little turns came off every now and again. Now I know the ref broke up the momentum a lot, but there was no flow to any of it. It just looked like something good happened over here, and then something good happened over there about 2 minutes later. But the rest of it was so bitty, really kind of hard to watch,
And quick question to Nee and Nelante. I mean, based on what I don't think everything K-Mac is saying is wrong, and I don't think everything that Irishman is correct. I think you guys are almost saying that the same thing. It's just
We're
a
kind
few
of in the
things.
middle, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are almost meeting in the middle. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm looking at this stats from this gentleman here. And this is where football, sometimes your eyes could deceive you. I'm watching the game and my eyes are literally deceiving me because I'm looking at this stats and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
like this morning I woke up to this and I was like, wait, what?
Sure
You see what I mean?
Yeah, we spoke on it earlier on. It's like we spoke on that earlier on. He has literally created the most chances. But if you watch him, does it look like he has? No.
This is where stats and math don't meet. I mean stats and eye test.
Yes. Are you the one going to stats now?
No. That's what I'm not using stats. That's what I'm saying. Stats and eyesight. Yeah, stats and eyesight in football usually don't. They kind of like, you know what I mean? They crisscross themselves, right?
Pass before the pass.
You know what I mean? The pass before the pass, or that kind of stuff.
It, yeah, he's created all that
XGs, triple XGs. Where's K-Mac and his XGs? Yeah, that's what I'm asking you guys. K-Mac and Irishman are not all wrong. I think they are getting closer to each other in terms of they are both disagreement. And the reason why is exactly what this is, right? This stats right here is showing. If we said that this guy is one of the top, all of us, everybody will laugh at us. We're like, look at these Liverpool fans. Opta is the top of the line stats merchant, right? And they're giving us this. And you're looking at it. How can you disagree with what Irishman said or even disagree with what K-Mac said? Nee and Nelante.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't
disagree.
What's that?
I didn't know me and K-Mac were disagreeing. I didn't even realize.
No, I mean, this is where exactly you guys' point, the point that you guys are making.
You got that spoon sometimes, Quasi, man. Sometimes you got that spoon, and you just got that spoon. You just got to start. Sometimes you got a spoon, so you just got to start.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at it like
you said earlier on, poor K-Mac. You said earlier, you said K-Mac wanted Brendan Rodgers back.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that K-Mac said that. Yeah, he and Zuberi won Carragher as the head
This is a legal
as the
case.
head coach.
Yeah, Subi said that. He dissipates it. He had to retract his statement and run off.
You know what I mean? So, listen to what I think. K-Mac is eye test. No, K-Mac is stats, and Irishman was eye test based on the point that they were both making. And then the middle is something like this, right? In the middle of K-Mac and Irishman's point is something like this that we've seen right here on the screen. And what says you?
Okay. At this point, let's just say Viet scores the goal against Crystal Palace.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe has 2 assists. Let's just say if that's the case now, would we still say that is enough for a player of his quality?
The stat says so. The data to use to recruit him? No, K-Mac. I'm say sorry, I apologize. Your question. Let me answer it in the way Liverpool recruit. The data that Liverpool used to recruit him, the question that you answer says yes.
Okay. So then why are we not scoring if he's creating that clean of a chance? Because
that's where I want to hear from Nin. That's why I want to hear this. Nin, you got to answer. I mean, Nilante, you better answer that question.
So let me go. In as much as we call most of the chances he's created chances, there are chances and there are big chances. So see the way Crystal Palace were pulling balls through or putting balls through, and their striker was in on goal, Alisson 1v1. How many times have we created? And we are supposed to be the better team. How many times have we created such big chances in our team?
Yeah.
I can say literally about maybe twice. And yesterday, that was one with Ekitike yesterday. And it was we created about just 2 of those chances. So we cannot say that we are effective enough in chance creation. So there are sometimes with the ball on the wing, he cuts in because there's no space to shoot. He lays the ball across to Salah. Salah should probably take a one-time shot. Maybe takes a touch, shoots. It was blocked. It gets blocked or whatever. So yes, those are chances. But how many big chances are we creating? And are we creating enough? Look at how Bournemouth were running through clean on goal. We are not creating those chances, and we are supposed to be the better team. So in as much as the stats will come, we are also watching the match.
But the data. I'm going off the data. You cannot go against stats. Right now, you're going against facts.
I can.
Oh, you can? Go ahead. Because Nee's going against facts.
I'm sorry.
No, Nee, you're going against facts.
Top number 10.
Huh?
Yes, Odegaard is the top number 10.
He's the top number 10.
He's the best number 10.
Yes.
He's the best number 10 in the league this season.
Yes. Who is better than him, according to the stats?
How ridiculous are you sounding?
No, I'm asking you a question. Brother, my brother, I'm asking you a question. We're using facts. The fact says he and what's his name? Jack Grealish are the best number 10, even though Grealish is not playing the traditional number 10. What is
Grealish's output? Thank you. So what is Grealish's output?
Hey, my friend, I'm just going by what the stats say. You cannot go against facts. You are going against facts right now.
They're not even saying number 10s. They're not even saying number.
No, they're both create. I mean,
yeah, they're
chance
not
creator. Yeah,
no,
and number 10. That's
why
job.
I said that.
Yeah,
no, because he's a number 10. That's why I said that. But I'm not saying for the chance.
No, I get your point.
Overall.
But
I'm
we
saying,
do understand that
he's the top performing number 10 in Europe. No,
I'm going by the stats. But what I'm saying is,
match and the guy is abysmal.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're going against facts right now. All those players on there are number 10s in different ways, right? Some are traditional, some are not. Grealish is not a traditional number 10. And Bruno, we don't know what. Mbuemo is playing. Mbuemo is a number 10 for Manchester United.
But he's inside.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, but he's not.
But the definition of a number 10 is a creator. Is a who? A creator.
It's not a creative player. He's not even a creative player.
Fucking sorry, but hang on. Like Manchester United have 2 players.
Yeah.
Manchester United have 2 players in that list.
Yeah.
And the other one is an Everton player.
Yep. and
How much has he
five
got?
players are enormous. Have 60. So Nelante, you said you can. So please show us how you can go against facts because Nee tried and he failed.
I have not
Well,
failed.
they need to put a
I have not
compo. Is
failed.
it the pass? Is it the pass before the pass?
The
Or did
pass.
he touch it to Sabaya to Salah for them to create all this so-called 21 chances? I'd love to see it again because boy, I've watched every game and for him, yeah, he's had let's say he has created a few, but for me, 21 chances, boy, I need to see that again because I really don't believe that. But you know, stats are stats, in it. They're all factual, in it. Apparently, these stats. But forget about the
Because
stats for a
they'll
moment. We can
count
put
half and quarter chances.
yeah,
They'll
but you
count
know what?
half
Forget.
chances and
All
quarter
I'm hearing is
chances.
Well,
haters.
yeah, the
All
pass
I'm
against
hearing
the
is haters.
pass. No, I'm just being the truth. Is the pass before the pass, and then yeah, so it's 21. Yeah, he's having a great season. Yeah, look at that, jeez,
Just
and
like
where to get. But
Quasi's
look,
kids, man. Just like Quasi's kids, 21 problems.
or someone once said, Brian, because 99 problems, and anyway, we won't say the rest. But look, But listen, forget the stats. You know what? I don't, because like I said, I'm not a stat man, so stats are really misleading. So look, you know what? I wouldn't have a problem with what, of course, you expect him to have a goal or some assists right now. But forget about that. It's just that he hasn't had a good 90 minutes performance. He just hasn't. That's the most worrying thing for me. He's had moments, but sometimes, yeah, he's had these little moments in games, but there's times where he's passing his slack and he's just thinking too much when he's with the ball. Now, some could say and that's
Forget
the most
90.
worrying
He
thing for
hasn't
me.
had 30.
Now, I'll give him,
Forget 90
to be
minutes. He
honest,
hasn't
Nee.
had 30 minutes.
Not to be honest,
He hasn't
Nee.
had
He's had the
30 good
40.
minutes.
All I'm hearing is knee hating on Vert right now. But keep
No,
He
going.
hasn't had
no,
good 30 minutes in any game. 30
That's-
minutes in
no,
any
what
game.
about Arsenal?
That's 30 minutes in any game.
Can I comment on it
stats
now,
is
Nee?
different. Nee,
Did we
you
keep
are
the
going
receipt?
against facts right now. I'm just
Did we keep
shocked
the
that Nee is
receipt?
going
And
against
listen, I
facts.
don't think he's doing well, but I can't. Yeah, he's had at least a good half. But my
Can
point
we
is
get
the
our money
fact that
back?
yes, maybe.
Did we keep the receipt?
Oh,
Have we
guess
got
what?
30 days?
Which
Have we got
which
30
match?
But at the
90
end of the
days?
day, it's
Which
still
match did he have a
yeah.
good first half? Which
So
match did he have a
No,
good half?
so what
Which
I'm
match?
hearing from Nee is you are just a G8 merchant.
He's my I am the number one, hype man
Quasi.
for Vert, but let's not
No,
pretend that
because
if he's having a
unless
good
Vert
game.
score a goal or assist, he's not playing well according to the way things you are saying. I mean,
The eye test show that he's not playing well. Now he hasn't even assisted.
are you
He
going to
hasn't been
believe your
assisted.
own
So let's
eyes
not talk
against
of
the
this.
stats? Are you believing your own eyes against the stats?
Are
Is
you
that
seeing
what
an
I'm
assist
hearing?
there? Are you seeing a goal there?
Huh?
Are you seeing any
See? So
GA
then
there?
you were a GA merchant.
No, I'm asking you. You are the one pro stats now.
Yes.
I am pro eye test now because I've been watching him in games.
Yes.
And the guy hasn't had a good half. Didn't I say, tell me the game that he had a very good 45 minutes? No, none.
Second
He
half,
had moments
Arsenal
in there.
45.
Second half, yes,
Dave,
I agree. Against Arsenal,
45
second half.
first
Which
half.
45? Second half against Arsenal, he had about 20 minutes. What 45?
He's better. No,
Nee.
Nee, come on. As much as come on, Nee,
45.
come on. No, that's.
How much
I know he's
better
been.
did he
I
play in that
disagree,
second half
but
that he had a good 45 minutes?
no, did you say he should have
In
scored?
that second half.
No, he was. No, he was
No,
better.
you're
No,
saying he
listen,
as
I'm.
an individual had a good 45 minutes. He was better
Yeah,
than
he
first
did.
half, doesn't mean he had good 45 minutes.
Okay.
Let's not over
Now, Nee, let me ask you a question.
Nee, he did. Come on,
Can we
Nee.
start
Okay,
the question?
Nilante, let's ask Nee a question.
45 minutes.
Okay, go for it,
That's a
Quasi.
joke. 45
Go,
minutes.
Nee,
Guys, no.
Nee,
Please.
how many goals have
Come on,
Salah
Nee.
scored?
Do I even know? Maybe 2 in the league.
Okay.
2 in the league, I guess.
Give me the game that he gave us a good 20 minutes.
Atletico,
20 minutes.
maybe Bournemouth. That'll be
20 minutes. But what?
and more.
Hey,
I'm talking about 20 minutes and more.
I'm giving you said you gave Vert 45. I'm giving Salah 20, and you say Burnley.
I said Atletico. Sorry, Bournemouth. I said Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, you giving Salah, the world-class Salah who came in fourth in the Ballon d'Or, and you giving him.
You asked me a question. So what? Then rephrase your question.
You ask me a question, I should tell you the games that he had a good.
Then why are
20
you
minutes.
upset that we says Vert? Then why are you upset that Vert gave us 45 against Arsenal?
We are all saying the same thing, that Salah has had an abysmal season. So why should it be different from
Then
Vert?
why are you disagreeing with us about Vert? We
Not
say
good.
he at Arsenal he gave us 45 based on the game, the way the game was structured. He gave us a good 45 minutes.
I'm saying that I disagree that it was a good 45 minutes. So we can agree to disagree.
But the reason why,
I
we
don't
agree
think
to
he had
disagree.
45
But the
minutes.
reason why
He played well the whole 45 minutes. No.
yeah, but the reason why I'm bringing Salah in is because of, you said, has Verts given assist or so it goes. Salah has given us assist and goals. But I don't see any game where he has played very well at the Ballon d'Or level. Because people were saying that he was supposed real quick. People were saying he was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or. So at the Ballon d'Or level, Salah has not given me 20 minutes of a Ballon d'Or level of performance.
But the Ballon d'Or argument was based off of last season's performance, not this season's performance.
And even last season, give me the last season. And okay, I will give you
the last season was poor.
Huh?
The problem is that you are saying when you bring Vert in, this is where you lose the argument, because even though you are saying that Salah have put up low numbers, he still had some GAs. So if you are not performing well, at least get some GAs.
So that's what I'm saying. So you are doing the GA merchant where Salah.
The guy who doesn't have GAs, is not performing well. You want us to hype him that he's playing well? No.
But the guy who's scoring the goals is abysmal because that's the part. That's real quick.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
But at least he has some GAs, so you can't compare him to Salah.
Okay, that GS is affecting the team right now because when he doesn't have the GS, he looks like the guy at Burnley.
Let's not.
No. Without the GS, you see, that's also the problem. No, real quick. This is the problem with stats and only using stats alone or using iMerchant alone. GS, yes, you scoring, you doing this, but you are affecting the rest of the team. Last year, real quick. Last year, a lot of people.
Let's not be disingenuous. We are making the two. We are making the two, and on both metric, Vets not performing. On both
of them are crap. Okay, both of them are. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm not on the GA. I'm not on the eye test. Player Salah, we need you to perform well so everybody else could also do their job. Just because you're scoring a goal.
That is eye test.
No. Let me finish. Just because you are a pedestrian and then when the last minute comes in, you become a hero because Nelante got kicked in the penalty box. Now you are scoring the goal. That means that's why what's the name? Uncle Albert came in and said it's BS that we have one player who could be crap 99 minutes of the game and then we get a penalty, he scored a goal, and all we remember is what he did with the goal. Salah performance is affecting the team. Yes, in moment he can get that world-class moment and then score a goal. But how are we going to allow that to keep happening? Both sides, and that's my whole point. Both sides are not helping us. Just focusing on GA because, he scored a goal. Okay, when he's not scoring the goal, then what happened? How is it affecting the other player? That's why a lot of people last year was upset with Salah. Even my brother N said, he's my favorite player, but I will sell him. Because what? If he doesn't score, there's nothing that Salah is offering the team.
The problem that we are creating is that every top team has had that player to carry in the team. Because now the numbers are not coming up. I agree with you. You can say that. But
I see now. Okay, good point. Good point right there. Let's stop right there. Right? No, real quick. I want us to hit it. I want to hit the point right there. What you said is correct. Right now, the numbers is not affected. So what is affecting the team? But reverse that for Verts. His numbers are happening per the stats. His numbers are happening, but guess what? It's not affecting the team on the other side. So both of them are crap.
Bro, Kwesi, I don't get a point. Are we saying that we have all sat here and said Salah has also been abysmal this season? So what is the point here? You brought Vert stats. Do you want us to talk about Salah? Bring Salah stats.
I wanted you to understand. This is my point.
And now you want to bring Salah in. Meanwhile,
yes, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Salah, everybody for a long time, for 2 years.
That Vert has had a good 45 minutes. I cannot sit here.
That's fine. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you have to. But I want us to not be disingenuous to think that just because one person is giving us a GA, they are good enough to be on the team. In certain clubs, they will sell you. Real Madrid sold their best GA merchant, which was what's his name, Ozil. When even Ronaldo's like, this guy is giving me all the balls I need to score, and they say, nah, he's not good enough. Who did they bring in? They bring in Cruz, and they won Champions League after Champions League. What I'm saying is, we cannot just focus on just GAs, because guess what? If that GA is not happening, it affects the whole team. We've seen it. We've seen it. You agree with me? The same reason that you agree with me is the same thing that I'm saying. Vert also, we cannot sit there and look like, wow, Opta,
So
you telling me that this guy, no, listen, you telling me that this guy is really the one who's created the most chances in the league, when my two eyes is telling me that he has been abysmal for the entire season. That is the part where we Liverpool fans, we have to come into understanding that it's about the team, not just the person who's just doing this. Because for Salah to score those GAs, somebody has to work their socks off for Salah to do it. Hence the reason why, I'll say this and I'll stop. Hence the reason why.
Because you think something supports whatever you're about to say.
No. Let me say.
Let me make my point.
Yeah, I'll let you make your point. But this is the reason why a lot of people did not criticize Szoboszlai as much, because they realized that Szoboszlai was sacrificing himself for Salah. Yes, when it comes to the final third, Szoboszlai can pass a two-yard pass. When instead of shooting, he's passing. Instead of dribbling, he's doing something else. Instead of giving a small pass, he's messing it up. But when you look at the stat, he had to sacrifice himself, because if he doesn't, that right side was going to be killed by Trent, was going to get killed. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, the GA is important. But at the same time, the stat that these people are saying is also important. But at the same time, my eyes are telling me that both players, regardless of Salah, because Salah scored a goal, so we should forget about his performance. No, I'm not those type of people. Just like you looking at Vert and saying, I don't care what Opta is saying. Bro, this guy has been abysmal. Right? I'm not going to just look at Salah GAs. That's what I was trying to tell you from the beginning. That both sides, we cannot just focus on just items.
You are not letting me make my point.
Go ahead.
We are saying the same thing. You are not letting me make my point. I am saying that we are sitting here. The reason why you brought this stat was about Vert's stats about chances created. Do you know that Salah, was it against Atletico? Yeah. Takes the ball, free kick as hard as he can. It deflects off Robo and goes in as an assist. So between you and I, we all agree that when you look at stats, GAs and all those, you'll be deceived.
Right. Yes.
But at the end of the day, when you are an attacker and you are scoring, and you are putting up shit performance and you are scoring, it will still count in your favor. The GAs will count in your favor when you are an attacker. That is what we should realize. My problem is that, back to the Salah argument, I am not saying that all the streams that we have had this season, and Red Rebellion, nobody is angry. All the discussions we had this season on the stream, we've said that he's been abysmal this season. Nobody has said Salah's played well.
Yeah,
he's been abysmal this season. The reason why you and I, we agreed that you should be subbed off earlier in games. So we are all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
What I am saying is that every team, if the problem is about Salah not working hard enough, every team has that superstar that they have to sacrifice a bit to get him effective. They did that with Ronaldo at some point. Others worked off for him. And even now in Portugal, all the others work off for him because he'll finish it.
Yeah.
They did that with Lionel Messi because you have that special player who can make something happen. So in teams and in seasons, these players are able to give you those numbers because at the end of the day, if we work so hard, play all the game, and we do not score, it is of no effect. So that is why the GAs sometimes count in their favor. Even if they are not playing well. And you need that player who can grab a game by the scruff of the neck sometimes, come up with something. And Salah has proven consistent to be that guy. He's not that guy this season. We all agree. So would you rather sit him on the bench and start someone else? No. So we can only criticize him as well as we are criticizing Vert. But it does not mean that we have to be lenient, go light on Vert because Salah is also not performing well.
See, this is the reason why. This is the reason why. No, I get your point, right? But real quick, this is the reason why Liverpool can never go anywhere of comments like this. What Salah did was last season. That's why he almost won the Ballon d'Or. We're talking about what Salah can do this season, and you were talking about what he did before. When he retired from Liverpool, we will build a statue for him for what he has done. Right now, we can't have somebody who is a pedestrian on the team. And yes, Nee, I agree with you. But the part where I get frustrated with that. Oh, we have a superstar who can do this. No. I get that. Sometimes you have to do that. But when your team is not performing well, you cannot afford to have a pedestrian. And allow me to bring Irishman.
So we
and
tried. So that is fine. But we tried to put Frimpong there, and what happened?
I don't know why Frimpong was there in the first place.
We have now.
Yeah, that was a mistake. We all
yes. I mean, Monday, you and I were here on Monday. Yeah, you and I here on Monday.
If you have an Olise, I won't have a problem.
Right.
If we have an Olise, I won't have a problem benching Salah, even for the stats.
But
Salah, put an Olise there.
If you remember, on Monday we both said taking Salah out will be too much of a knee-jerk reaction. You could take him during the thing. I want Frimpong to start, but that's not where I wanted Frimpong to start. And this thing, I said that in the beginning of the summer when the transfer window was going. Oh, Salah's the person who deputized for Salah is going to be Frimpong. I don't want that. Frimpong is if you're going to play Frimpong as that wing, then play 3 at the back. Let him be a wing back because that's the best for him. If not, keep him at the right back and let him overlap. Then this is the problem with the manager trying to be too cute. All right, you can't. Yes, sometimes you could be the smartest person in the room, but sometimes play it simple. Stop trying to be cute. All right, football is not something that you could always be the smartest person. Everybody figured you out. Some people are saying that he got figured out towards the end of last season. And then this season, you go in there, you be like, oh, yeah, Frimpong is not playing. And that's why I agree with people. Why? So Bossala is supposed to be a safe keep, right? What they call a safe keep, whatever. When we are in need of somebody to play a right back out of nowhere, so Bossala, put him there. But it should not be a consistent thing where, oh, we got Sobosla. It's the same thing he did with the same thing he put Gravenberg in the center back when you needed a goal. And then the person who could drive the ball through the middle is sitting in the center back. This is exactly why people are talking about he's starting to look like Brendan Rodgers, because Brendan Rodgers used to do something like that during that season where out of nowhere he'll go from 5-3-2, 2-3-4-1, 6. I'm like, brother, pick a position and let's go. And then the game will end 6-5.
Kama Sutra.
So me and Irishman, exactly the same debate that you Irishman and K Marcos have. Same thing me and Nia having. We having the same debate where we both saying the same thing. It's just that we are not meeting in the middle. Numbers are telling us otherwise. Eye test is also telling us otherwise. But the problem is still the problem. And for us to fix the problem, for me, the manager needs to play at the player's strength. Keep it simple. Stop trying to be cute. Those days are over. There's too many scouts to make you think that you could come with something that no one has ever seen. Nothing is new under the sun in the world of football. I'm going to say it again. There is nothing new under the sun in the world of football. Everything that somebody's doing was done years ago. Tiki-taka was not created by Pep Guardiola. There was a little team called Liverpool that used to play a game called Pass and Move. If you go look what Pass and Move is exactly like Tiki-taka. Guess where Tiki-taka came from?
Dutch.
Guess who wrote it?
Holland.
Johan Cruyff. Guess where Johan Cruyff got that style of football from? Liverpool. Liverpool also got it from another side, and it keeps going and it keeps going. So this thing of trying to praise one person for creating something is social media talk. I get it. But my manager, keep it simple. These players are world class. They will figure it out. They will figure it out as they go. But if you have a Ekitike doing Intrico and Vert you put him on left back and the guy is playing right back. At one point he's playing left. I'm like, what the French? I'm even confused. And my job is just to watch. Irishman and Yalante, please go ahead.
Yalante, you.
Irishman, you go first. You go first.
Well, I mean, before. Quasi's got the spoon today. No, today
Nah,
it's all out there.
oh,
I mean, it's
it's
well, the
annoying
whole
me, man.
thing.
Back-to-back losses. I'm not used to back-to-back losses, man. I do back-to-back
Yeah.
losses after I won the league. After I won
Well,
the league, I don't care. But back-to-back
well,
losses,
with
that it's loose, like Zuberi said. Teams that we are respecting. Who the hell are you? I'm big bad Liverpool. You better recognize. And I'm out here respect. What? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
we
Go
got a
ahead.
little bit. We got a little bit embarrassed, out in public.
Yeah, that's true.
So we need to, shape up again.
That's true.
But just I say just quickly, but I mean, for me, that thing I don't get at all is, and I think it really does my head in, is like, are you a stats guy or are you an eye test merchant guy? It's like one of those, let's create a divide, because to me, it's like, how can you not be both? I mean, in this world that we live in now, um, what you have access to, how can you not? Like the guy Ian Graham that ran our stats team, PhD in physics, genius, tactical or statistical guy. He said in football, stats are a condiment. I said condiment, right? Condiment, as in the footballer, the person, the football. That's the main meal. But stats is like what you add. Stats helps you learn. Like it's one of those things I've always thought. Okay, it works two ways. You look at a player, right? You're out watching a player, you're out watching, Johnny Smith, down at Walsall, and then you see this other guy at the corner of your eye, right? And you're like, I wasn't there to watch him, don't know anything about him, but I want to have, so you can go back and you can look up his stats, right? Okay, yeah, he looks good. And you can use that to learn a bit about that player. Or you can have someone that's like, look, we've been sent some message, we've been looking at the data on this guy, his stats are incredible. This is a guy we wouldn't have heard of. Go and watch him. Go and watch him, because this is 2025, quasi 20 years ago, not even 20 years ago, 15 years ago. You couldn't do this. This is all to do with the internet. This is all to do with computers. This is to do with data correlation and collection. This technology did not exist 20 years ago. Like you can go online now and look up the stats for some guy playing in the Norwegian third division, and you can see how many touches he had and how many passes he made. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, other than until the football manager basically came along, you couldn't do this. So don't tell me like 20 years ago, eye test merchant. That's what you call a fucking scout, mate. That is a scout. That is a guy that 20 years ago couldn't look up a computer, couldn't open up a laptop, see it was good. They had to go and be able to watch 22 footballers play football and pick out a player without any data,
Yes.
without any fucking looking shit up. They had to be able to use their eyes and their brains. So that's why I think eye test merchant is one of the most offensive terms in football right now. Because 20 years ago, it's not 100 years ago, it's not back in the 1890s, pre-internet days, and that is not that long ago at all. This kind of data collection and analysis was not available to people. So real football people had to be able to go out and spot a player and then work with it from there. Now it's a great tool. Statistics are a tool and you should use them. They're there for you. But if anyone can say that they can look at a spreadsheet, a list of statistics, and tell you what happened in a game. I'll give you a perfect example. Last season, Alexander Isak, playing for Newcastle, takes a ball out onto the left, dribbles past four players, unbelievably. You might remember this goal. Tried it for us the other night. Cut out to the left, dribble past three, four players, gets to the byline, beautiful. Chips a perfect ball across the box. One of the defenders gets a nick on it, drops to the Newcastle guy, and he finishes goal. Isak doesn't get an assist for that. Why? Because it touched the guy on the way through. You're telling me that's not an assist? No stat records that as an assist. If you didn't watch that game, you wouldn't know that. You would just see that he didn't get an assist in that game. So if anybody say, "Are you a stat guy or an eye test merchant?" If you're not doing both, you're not helping yourself. You got to watch players first. If you think you can just look it up on a computer and say, "Oh, he's this and he's that," without even speaking to the guy before you sign him, I mean, you just have to be real. And there's a reason why, Quasi, they say there's lies, there's damned lies, and there's statistics. Because if you want to prove a point, statistics don't lie. Statistics do not lie. They're just numbers. They cannot lie. They
Yeah.
don't have, but people can use any kind of statistic to prove any kind of point they want.
Facts.
You can take any statistic you want from
Mhm.
any game, and it will prove your point. We could say Ibu Kanade won 90% of his duels
Mhm.
yesterday, aerial duels, but he won 0% of his ground duels. So I could say he won 0. But you can take any little stat and you can move it around and you can make it prove any point you want to. So you have to be. That's why I don't like stats being used by a lot of people on the internet, because they either they don't understand the stats that they're using and they think they're
Right.
proving points that they don't,
Mhm.
or they use them to make false premises, basically. So yeah, you've just got to be kind of aware when someone uses statistics. Just look for the context
Mhm.
and investigate it yourself. Never assume it's right, but they are good. They're good, helpful tools along the way to go. Oh, look at this guy. He does this, this, and this. Well, let's have a little bit of a look at him.
Mhm.
But like I said, man, it's not 100 years ago there was scouts. It's just 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you had people going out there and going, "This guy's a player. We've watched him 5, 6, 7 times." That's probably why there was a little bit more hit and miss. Stats are probably helping that way.
Right.
So yeah, to me, you just got to be both. You got, especially in this day and age, man. When the tools are there and the kind of, but don't be a slave to these numbers or the internet. But you use that stuff while it's there. But too many kind of internet experts really just pulling numbers out of their arses and going, "Look at this and look at that."
Yeah. Nolante. And before I go in, also, you look at the stats that it's saying who's going to win the league after yesterday. I mean, the Champions League after yesterday. Guess who's at the top?
Really?
Yeah, look at the thing. That's that
Arsenal.
right there.
Oh, come on. Come on. Arsenal?
Stats.
No, I'm not having that, man. I'm not having that at
It's going to
all.
be no English.
People in the chat, please hit the like
Real
button,
Madrid all the
please.
way
Get
down
the
there.
likes
Real
up.
Madrid.
Get
Look,
the likes
how is
up,
Real
people.
Madrid below Bayern Munich? How is Real Madrid below Bayern Munich?
Get the stats. I mean, yeah, get my stats up, people. Get my stats up. Get my likes up. My subs. I need my subs to go up, people. Please. Please. And if you are generous, super chat me. Thank you. Go ahead, Nolante.
No. It's Brian made again some good points about the whole stat things 20 years ago, the internet, social media. I think, like I said, I think as a fan base, we just have to be realistic and we just need to calm down, because at the end of the day, and I guess, and some people in the comments still not getting this, and these Liverpool social ITKs are not getting this. This is Liverpool FC Football Club. It's not Mo Salah FC. It's not Wirtz FC. It's not Grover Birch FC. It's Liverpool FC Football Club. Everything needs to be focused to the detriment of the club. If this player is not playing well, if it's your favorite player, if it's not playing well, then he has to be dropped. And this is it. It's just pretty simple. We can appreciate what certain players have done. Some have had good promising seasons than others. But if the player's not playing well, then he should be dropped. Like I saw one in the comment. That's fair enough. His opinion said Mo should have started. He would have run in behind. But Mo has been off form. So if Mo is off form, you put him on the bench. Chiesa, whoever, etc. It's Liverpool FC. It's not Mo Salah FC. It's not Virgil van Dijk. And this is where you need to get back to. End of the day, we're 2 points clear.
I thought it was gone there. Nolante, just sorry. Did you think it was gone? Because I thought there was a chance he might not start, but I thought Chiesa would start. And then when it turned out that Chiesa wasn't going, I just thought, oh, well, that's that then. Mo will definitely start. Did you think Chiesa?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I agree.
I kind of had him penciled in as well, I thought.
Yeah. And so
now if you want to even play the same way, why not stick? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Nate?
I say even if he wants to play the same way, why not even stick Soboslai right at the right wing and put
I think
come back.
100%. I agree with that. Like Kwasi said, Brian. Yeah, because look, at the end of the day, people saying Slot's tactics, and yes, he needs to work it out. But can you blame Slot when Sobo and Frimpong are playing next to each other like they're holding hands? Can you blame Slot when Wirt and McAllister I see with my own eyes running in the same position? Is that a Slot fault?
Nelante,
Or is that,
Nelante,
yeah.
go back and say it again, because I don't think they heard you in the back.
Yeah.
No, say it again. I want people to make sure that you said it first.
Sobo and Frimpong are holding hands on the right hand side. Is it a Slot problem when 2-3 times I see McAllister and Wirtz running in the same place? I'm thinking, what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't think Slot has told McAllister and Wirtz to say, all right, you know what? You guys run in the same direction. Yeah, Wirtz, you hold McAllister's hand. No,
definitely.
Sometimes,
it's like if Wirtz goes to the right, someone needs to go to where Wirtz
exactly.
used to be.
These players, right?
Switch.
Exactly. These guys are grown ass men. They're grown ass men. They're not stupid. There's football intelligence. They haven't made it, and this is why like I said, we all can have opinions. This is why some of these idiots online, again, other Liverpool fans, and I can call out names, but I won't do it, will say, "Oh, this player's crap. He's rubbish." And fair enough. If you don't think the player's good enough, like me and Brian discussed it, he's not good enough. No problem. But at the end of the day, none of us can say anything because at the end of the day, none of us are professional footballers. Even if you played semi-pro or whatever, these players are made into the league. If the play's rubbish, then what does that more say to you? If you think he's not good enough, fine. No problem. If he's not good enough for the club, but rubbish is extreme.
Milante in the panel. Nilante in the panel. Do you think we have a leadership problem in the middle?
We have a what?
In the midfield. Leadership problem in the midfield.
Leadership problems.
I don't think we have leadership problem per se. There could be a little bit where we need somebody like a Virgil in the middle who is boisterous, like Henderson.
But the problem is that if they are running into each other, there should be someone, even if the coach is not doing it, to tell them, hey, like, move this way, you spread the game, do this. Like, somebody needs to help them organize the play, even if the coach is not doing that. And these guys are top players in their national teams, like the international.
But that's what then he guess who we should be talking to.
So bring that on board.
No, the captain.
Yes, the reason I'm saying that the captain is way at the back.
But he sees everything.
So in the midfield, being a leader doesn't mean you should have the.
No.
I know the captain sees everything.
Usually,
if those playing there, someone should be able to.
Guess who is
some level of leadership.
Guess who is the leader?
Because when VVD didn't have the armband, he was organizing the defense, whilst Henderson was organizing the midfield and those ahead of him.
But the problem I have in midfield is we have too many players who are identical in the midfield. Wirtz, McAllister, to me, look the same to me. Right? So Bosley.
Yeah, they have similarities.
All three of them. So Bosley, McAllister, and Wirtz are almost identical. So Bosley get away with it because he's more athletic. He runs around a lot.
There's no six.
I'd say we have 3 8s and a 10. Quasi, I'd say, I mean, that's probably a good poker hand, but I'd say we have 3 8s and a 10. Grav is an 8, performing.
That's why I like Jones. Jones is
Dom's an 8.
Sobo is an 8.
Wirtz is a 10.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 8s basically. Like
we are not playing
in any other team.
But we don't have a 6.
Yeah, if basically put it this way, if McAllister, Gravenberch, and Dom weren't all in the same team and each one of them was in another team at top, they'd be playing as a number 8, basically. Right. None of them would be playing as 6. They'd all be playing as 8s. So that to me is Mac played a lot in the 10 and the 6 for Brighton, depending on if Fabian Gross was out. Everywhere. He would play number 6 for Brighton. And as soon as Gross would come back, he'd play in the number 10. He'd start scoring goals and getting assists again. So he can do it all, but that's at Brighton. So and Grav to me is still someone who clearly is better now. You can see going forward than just sitting there and because he has one signature move to get the ball out from the back, that turn. So they all know what he's going to do now. So he can't turn, he can't ping a ball.
They're crowding him now. Yeah,
they know what he's going to do.
He's still doing his turns.
That's why
he's still doing his thing, but they know what he's going to do.
It's not so effective now. Yeah, it's not so effective now.
Yeah, you move him out without crowding him because he's done it for a year. Everyone knows what he's going to do, and they're starting to kind of get used to it. So they're going to.
I know that anytime he's unable to turn, he loses the ball. Have you realized that anytime he's unable to turn, he loses the ball?
Who?
Like when 2 people crowd him. Gravenberch.
Yeah, sometimes.
But see, you have to foul him. You have
Let
to
him
follow
roam.
him.
Let him roam. Let him do Yaya Toure shit. Gravenberch for me is like Yaya Toure. He can drop in, he can break up play, but he can
Just put him
get
on
forward, he
eight.
can shoot, he can do all. Look at the way he was
But now we don't have
lollipopping.
a 6 now. So what do we do, Irishman? At
We
least
do
for
have a
buy one.
January.
6. We do have a
Buy him.
6. We just he won't
Well,
be
and
used.
no,
That's
and no.
well.
Ha,
Listen,
please.
and yeah, I mean,
No,
come
I
on,
don't
mate.
want to do
Endo's not
another
a bum.
debate.
No, I'm just
He's
wondering
not a
if that's
bum.
what you're talking about.
He's
Is
I
that
know he's not what we need, but I know and I can understand that. I don't know why it's valid because end of the day,
No, my
Endo has
problem,
proven himself.
my problem is, I'll let you come.
I didn't want him.
My
I didn't want
problem
him at
is
the first place. I didn't want him first place.
That's
We
it.
got him, and the fact of the matter, he's proved himself. So we're not going to get a DM in January. So why don't you just let
you
Endo
never know.
sit
You never
and
know.
play Grav?
Because
Okay,
this is the
then
thing.
the
The
same
about
thing
problem,
will happen in
Jones?
midfield. At the end of the
What
day,
about
right?
Jones? But
the
what
problem.
about
I prefer
Jones,
Jones,
mate?
yes.
What
Jones
about
is playing.
Jones, mate?
Personally, I think Jones is playing well. Jones is the only one that
He's
kind of
playing
fitted
okay.
into the system.
Yeah, I wouldn't
The-
mind trying him.
But
yeah, and this one
I
thing.
mean, we don't need to replace Grav. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not saying we need to.
This is the
I mean,
thing.
we don't need to replace him from
We
within.
have-
But I mean,
But
I wouldn't mind seeing
we're playing
Jones.
a system that
He's tidy, if
Yeah.
nothing else.
if you want to have a pivot, two pivot, you need an out and out destroyer who has to sit. Their job, sit there, don't go anywhere, right? And then you have a number 8 who works from mid to up
that's
top.
it.
And then you have the number 10 who just creates everything. We have too many creators in this. Yeah, Gravenberg is kind of like hybrid, but we can't overuse him because last season we saw what happened. He fell up towards the end of the season, right? That's why Endo and Jones are the only two players who actually fit the system that we're trying to play. They may not be as good enough, but they are the only two. Like Endo sit, he's not going anywhere. Sit down, don't go
Endo is
anywhere.
a 6, but he doesn't fit the system.
Oh, let's not
Jones
do with this
is not the
system,
traditional
mate.
six.
Don't
come
just
on, let's
see
not do
when
this
I see
systems,
knee,
this
you are
system
anti-short people.
stuff.
No.
Nah, come on.
Knee
You-
is
you
anti-short
just-
people. Just because
Need-
Endo is
need-
just Endo is short doesn't mean he doesn't fit the system. You want
Because
a
he doesn't
big
do
bully.
what
the
he
guy
would
can
pass.
the guy cannot control the game. The guy cannot even pass well.
His job is
What
not
do you
there to
mean he
control the
can't
game.
pass?
Well, he's a
That's not his
professional
job.
footballer, knee. What are we doing here? I'm not asking for Trent balls. He just he passes the ball off.
Sit there
You
and
don't
break
need
plays.
you don't need everyone to be the same
The
player.
guy
Exactly.
can pick a
What are we doing
15-yard
here?
pass.
That's not his job.
guy
That's the
only
problem.
pass.
Exactly. Everyone
But-
plays has different facilities. Are all the players the same in the
Thank you.
team? No.
No,
Everyone
but
has
Nilante-
different
Nilante-
functions.
Nilante Slot does not play that way. He doesn't need a.
Well, maybe he needs to adapt because if you don't,
He
you're
doesn't
gonna have
need
a
a
problem.
breaker. He doesn't need a breaker or whatever, like Endo.
Well, that's fine.
Because the thing
And that's
is, guess
case.
what? Guess what? We are controlling most matches. So you need a player who can pick the ball from the defense and at least distribute.
That
to
is
some
our
level.
problem, Nee. That's
Are
our
we?
problem right now.
But
Because
you can
guess what?
control,
At least
but
to
you
some
still
level.
lose games.
Nee, guess what?
Our
You are
midfield has
go- you-
been
So
Nee,
he doesn't solve the problem because
Nee.
it's not
What
about
you try to
it's
do?
what for now. I'm not saying we keep him forever. In the summer, next year he'll be gone.
Yeah,
But right now,
we
I don't
need
even
a
see
player
like
like
for the
we
last
need.
since our midfield's been exposed.
Yes,
We've been
thank
cut
you.
through like open
Thank you.
butter. And the only thing is we got players that were informed
it
to
is
do the
not
job, so we were clear.
Endo is
And
not
it's
the
still
one to
happening.
prevent the
So
cut
what do you
throughs.
need?
That is a
You need this
structural problem.
defensive stability. Who's the again?
The
We're not talking about
cut-through
who's
is
the
a
best player. That's
structural
fine. We need
problem.
who's the best
Putting
defensive
Endo there
midfielder
does not
who
solve
can
that
defend
problem.
better.
Well, Nee, you are looking at it the wrong way. The system we're playing is affecting how
Is it
Endo should
slow?
play. No.
It's even slower.
But
than
that's the
midfielders
problem.
are.
You
Don't
when you have a
everything clearly
destroyer,
also, he doesn't need everything.
when you
not
have a
everything's
destroyer,
about
no,
pace.
I've never. Who's that? There's only a few five between. You're probably not gonna get 5 destroyers that are quick, like we're talking about. You guys are looking for hybrid
So
who
I'm
can
trying to tell
destroy
you that you
and
are
pass.
on top. The
No.
guy cannot pass well. He cannot control the game. All he is
You see, okay.
You don't
Let me-
need
let-
him
And
to.
he's slow.
you
Let
don't need him to control.
me say something real quick. Irishman favorite player, Adam Warden. Adam Warden is not the one destroying. He's getting the ball and then he's passing it. Okay,
Exactly.
the guy
We're not-
beside
we don't
him.
need a destroyer. Quasi, we don't need a destroyer.
We
Do
do
not
because
know
we are
that
way way too wide open. It takes only one pass to split Liverpool
And
wide
that
open.
is a structural
Okay.
problem.
That
a
is the
structural
point.
problem, not
That
a
is also
destroyer
that is
problem.
also
That's
okay.
not on the.
Who can right now the team that we have?
If you
Who
put a
can play
destroyer
that?
there and the pass is over there, how
It's
does
about
he intercept
stopping
the
it from the
pass?
front, man. It's about stopping it
Because
from
the
front.
destroyer is not going to be
Stopping
going.
it.
The destroyer is not going to score goals. The destroyer is not trying
It's
to do
not
an
about the
integral pass.
destroyer. No one wants a destroyer. If you want a destroyer, you're doing it wrong. No one's saying destroyer. I'm talking about a Xabi Alonso at the back. I'm talking
But
about Xabi
you see
Alonso.
Still
that
get
okay.
exposed.
No, we get exposed.
can
That's the
have
thing.
somebody-
This is my
Exactly,
whole
you get
point.
exposed,
But
but you
we'll still
stop.
get
You fix it
exposed.
from
No,
the
you
front.
getting exposed. I don't care even
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
put
stop
Cruz
it
and
from the front.
Alonso in the back. You
It's-
will get
It's
exposed.
not about but it's not about Adam. You're not expecting Adam Moore to stop.
Guys,
his team.
sorry. I need to bring this example. Does
It's
PSG
about
have
this-
a destroyer?
Who? Who?
PSG, do they have a destroyer?
PSG, yeah. What's
No,
that guy's name?
Neves.
Who's the destroyer?
Vit. What's his name? I can't say his
Yeah,
name.
the
You want to
destroyer
call
was
it
Bugatti
Vitinha,
and they
but it
sold
ain't
him.
Vitinha. You
Huh?
want to call it Fabian Ruiz, it ain't Fabian Ruiz.
Ruiz
Don't
is not
No,
a
try
destroyer.
Vintes.
John
Vintes.
Neves is not this.
No, Neves. Vintes. What's his name?
Yeah.
V. It's not V. I can't pronounce his name well.
Vitinha is not
Lelante,
a
what is it?
destroyer. Vitinha,
He sits back,
he's
right?
not a destroyer.
Oh my
He's
God.
nowhere near a destroyer. He's nowhere
Nothing
near
like
a
it.
destroyer. Vitinha,
No.
Okay.
please, nowhere near.
They destroy you with the ball.
Vitinha is nowhere near a destroyer. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's a structural problem. Because PSG are not Super One because their structure is good.
How
When they
well
have
is
to protect.
PSG's playing now?
But they still have Neves. Neves sits back.
I'm trying to figure this out. Hey, Neil, now to even check
But
this
sitting
out.
back and destroyer, they are different things.
But this
Totally.
check this out though.
Yeah.
Check this
Yeah,
out.
but
And I'll let
The
Irishman.
fact that you're
Let
sitting
me
back doesn't make you a destroyer.
let me say this real quick, and I'll let
Yes, sorry.
Irishman go because we have to go. The thing that you want to understand, Liverpool right now needs somebody who is going to marshal the midfield. Okay, even if you structure it, we are way too attacking minded in the midfield. Reason why we are struggling right now. The structure, yes, I agree with you. The structure. That's why I say the manager needs to play at their strength. But if you're going to have a two pivot, and I'll give Klopp his flowers when he was at Dortmund, when he had two pivot, he had Gundogan and is it Pulaski, some guy, another Polish player, right beside him. Gundogan was the one who goes up. That guy sits. He protects the back. We don't have that. Gravenberg goes up. McAllister goes up. Soboslai goes up. Everybody's going up. And then when one pass go through, guess we play? Only two in the back. I think on Monday, somebody asked you, Nee, last season, when we lose the ball, how many players are behind the ball? You said 10.
Yeah.
Right now, how many?
2, 3, mostly.
Exactly. Why? So yes, your part where you said that
you let
the structure. Yes, that's what I'm
it's a
saying.
structural problem.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
you can put Endo there.
Mhm.
Endo was against Southampton and was still being cut through by Southampton.
Endo was trying to pass. Endo was trying to do exactly what you said he can do.
His first game this season.
Endo was doing exactly.
Say Endo Southampton, but if it's grab
So
a
it
Mac,
means he
they get
cannot
away
do
with
it. Be
it.
like
2-3 games in the season.
No, it's not that he cannot. That's the part where I'm not fully disagreeing
no one's saying
with you.
he's the best player in the world.
That's
We're
why
just saying that for right now, with
Yeah.
the stability, is that what we need?
Yeah, me. That's why I'm not fully
myself and Irishman are saying we rather prefer Jones, but you guys are not having it.
No, I said Jones needs to be there. We all said that Jones. We said two. Yeah,
it's
we
fine.
said Jones.
Do you want us to keep being? Do you both?
We said. Let me tell you what we said. Let me tell you.
Player that's supposed to play,
Nee,
not someone in the
listen. Nee,
team.
listen. The
Okay,
two players,
then let the midfield get bypassed,
Yeah.
and we'll keep conceding goals. Then no
The two
problem.
players-
That's what you guys want. No
that's why I
problem.
was telling you at the beginning.
No problem.
The
If you
two
want that,
players,
that's fine. You want
yeah,
a playmaker that can't defend and doesn't have defensive awareness? No problem. Okay.
this is what I'm saying, Nee. The two players that can fit this system the manager is trying to play are the players that you don't want. And that's Endo and Jones. They are the two players who are two separate players who are not identical to each other. The players that the manager is playing right now, all of them are identical to each other. That's why we always get it split. And of course, the structure, guess what happened with the structure? Because they all think alike. And that's what we're saying.
Because listening to what we are saying, nobody has said we don't like.
No, not talking about not talking
saying.
about that. We're not gonna do like the social media stuff. We're talking about
You said they said that the guys we don't like. So who are those we don't like? We want Jones.
no, they said the two players that you said they are not good enough to play. That's what I said. Endo and Jones.
We said now Jones is good enough to play.
No.
Yeah, but I'm
Endo,
also
I said
adding
a no.
Endo in there because they are the two
And
players who are
I'm
two.
saying it's a no. We can disagree on that. I'm saying it's a no. For Endo,
Yeah.
for me, it's a no.
Yeah.
We can disagree on that. It's not a problem.
Yeah. But what I'm saying right now is for the structure that you said, the structure problem we have, we have too many identical players in that midfield.
Destroyer. PSG do not have an Endo. PSG do not have an Endo.
Yes.
Oh,
But structurally, when they lose the ball, they
have you seen
maintain a
PSG lately? Have you seen PSG lately?
Well, Quasi.
So you're going to base on 2 matches? Oh, quasi no.
Oh, now are you gonna base Liverpool problem on 2 matches, back-to-back losses?
No, it's a whole season. I'm not talking about these losses. The whole season we have seen that we have a problem.
We are still at top of the league.
Start merchant that anyway.
Go ahead, Irishman.
Then I guess we will not discuss anything. Irishman, please come.
Unfortunately, Quasi, you've massively contradicted yourself in a huge way.
Exactly.
Because you were out here earlier on talking about how we are big bad Liverpool.
Yes.
And we don't need to be fearing anybody. We don't need to be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've suggested that what we need to do is bring in a player who is excellent, probably for a team who is under the cosh, being attacked a lot.
Mm.
Need to do a lot of defensive stuff. So you're presupposing that we're going to be a defensive team. We're going to have to defend against teams. And we need someone to break up the play. Well, that's not big bad Liverpool. How many times is that going to happen? So what I would suggest is, how about maybe an ulterior, another option, but also is whose place is Endo taking in this team, by the way? Gartenberch's, okay. But it just, that's a guy that you bring on when you're being attacked and you're under the thumb and you need someone who's really good defensively and can get in and around and make tackles and react. Endo's really good at reacting to stuff around him, sniffing out danger. So how many times do you think that's going to happen to us, the big bad Liverpool? Is that what you want us to be? I would rather have, say, let's bring on someone who we can, the whole going back to the death by football thing. Okay, how about we defend by keeping the ball? Defend by having someone like Jones that can keep the ball rather than having to sit back and, oh, it'll be cool because Endo is in there and he can break up play. What play? What play?
Irishman.
What, those 3 times in a game that we get attacked by somebody? You know, how many times are you genuinely going to need his skill set versus how many times are you going to need somebody else's skill set? Endo might be brilliant at certain things, and that might be needed maybe 2 or 3 times in a game up against someone else who has a different skill set that's going to be needed 100 times in a game. You know, but Endo cost us a goal the last day. I've seen, like, and we also need to dispel this myth, and I'm not having a go at anybody, but it is becoming this bit of a myth that we bring on Endo, we don't concede goals. Yeah, because we brought him on 82, 87, 86, 89, blah, blah, blah. This kind of idea that, oh, we just bring on Endo and then he just locks it down and we'll never concede. That hasn't happened. He's played in plenty of games where he's made plenty of mistakes. So that's also,
yeah,
sorry,
but we also have to give him, we also have to afford him
cheat code to a clean sheet.
Irishman, we have to afford him that he doesn't play consistently, so he's also very rusty.
Yeah, but
if we're going to give the same excuse to everybody else, we have to give him that.
But work your logic backwards. Why doesn't he play?
When Endo
Why doesn't he get?
That goes. He doesn't play. He doesn't play because he doesn't play because, just like me was saying, it's a structural problem. Maybe it's the manager. The manager don't trust him. We are not saying that the manager don't trust him for whatever reason. That's not our fault.
I think need him to do what he does well.
Because that is not a skill set we need for 90 minutes. But
the thing is, the problem that Liverpool have, you guys say we should control the match, is we try to control the match and we lose the ball and one pass split the team.
What match have we
How many
controlled
times?
this season?
Every goal that has scored against Liverpool, bar the penalty and Atletico,
Okay, Quasi, who starts and who's lost his place? If Endo starts the last 4 games,
yes, you said. I mean, the odd man out in that position will be Gravenberch.
So you're dropping Gravenberch.
You're dropping Gravenberch. Sometimes you have to make. I'm sorry. This is the thing.
Yeah,
this is the thing that I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
That's the thing you're saying.
This is what I'm saying, right? if Liverpool wants to make some structural changes and stick to a system that the manager is not going to change, then we will have to make some very, very hard decisions, or the players will have to leaps and bounds play to the exact instructions to the manager. Otherwise, this is going to continuously happen. We've seen it with Klopp, where he doesn't want to change his tactics. He just changed the personnel. And some personnel comes in and it doesn't work. How long did it take Fabinho to figure it out? And it wasn't even Fabinho's fault. It was because Klopp was playing him as an 8 until when we played PSG in Paris. Then he's like, oh, he's a much better 6. I remember him saying, oops. And I'm like, what do you mean, oops? How did you scout him? Same thing he did with Keita. And I'm sorry that I'm bringing the old manager in. Same thing he did with Keita, playing Keita as a 6. And Keita has never played as a 6 in his life. So I'm saying if we're going to play a certain style of football, then recruit those players for that certain style of football. Do not bring somebody who has never played a position like a tactic like that and assume that they could play there. Endo is the best midfielder in the world? Hell no. But that's the way we playing right now. I'm sorry. The midfielders that we have are getting sliced. That's why Jamie Carragher is talking about, brother, you look like Brendan Rodgers right now. That's all I'm saying. I mean, am I wrong? Because Jamie Carragher, I'm never agree with Jamie Carragher. As a matter of fact, he's the only Liverpool player I don't like. But sometimes he's right. Like a broken clock is right twice a day. And this time he is right. Your midfield is wide open. So either we listen to what Nee is saying, change your structure and make it fit the players, or go get players who will fit your structure. And right now we are way too well apart. That's what I'm saying. So if Endo is going to be the one who's going to do the job well, give the guy a shot. Let him try it. Maybe he will come out. That's the same way we get Gravenberch.
Would you not agree that having your, let's just say, as they call it, first receiver, right? So your midfielder that's dropping deep, that's taking the ball off the defense, and boom, now it's on you, right? You're the next guy. You know, we've opened it up. You've created a passing lane. It goes to Grav. You're the next guy to moving on, right?
All right.
If his best qualities, his natural instinct is to turn and run and carry, how are we going to move the ball? Do you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to move the ball?
No, I agree with you.
That slows everything down so much.
That's true.
You want someone that can just turn back
Endo
to
cannot even turn. Endo cannot even turn with
80, 90.
So
yeah, you're not even talking about
you guys, are you guys
talking about this next level.
No, I'm not saying that what you guys are saying is wrong. I'm going based on the structure that the manager has set. The structure that the manager has set, you are not going to play on Endo's strength, because just like me saying, Endo will have to turn.
Why did we not, like, honestly, Quasi, why did we, like, to me, this is a huge obvious hole here.
Oversight. Yes, I agree with you. It's an oversight problem.
With all the money that we spent, we didn't even, it's not like, oh, it was like a gay job.
Yeah.
We didn't even.
Thank you. Now we're talking to the crevice of the problem.
We weren't even being linked with one. You know, there wasn't even.
You see, that's the thing. You like
Quasi. That to me says Quasi. The only thing that's actually is old school Liverpool.
Right.
Is that we've identified a player and we've committed to the fact that we want that player, but we've also come to terms with the fact that he will not be available until next summer.
So we have to wait. We have to wait. Why?
That's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise we would have just gone out and even done a kind of a Leone type job in the number 6.
You know what I'm saying? At least bring somebody.
Nothing.
Bring somebody in. You see, this is the thing that I was happy that we kept going for Isak, because Liverpool, the problem that Irishman is saying, we will wait. Why are we waiting? Right? So I was happy that we brought Isak, because it's like, oh, we always have, wow, can we imagine if Torres and Suarez are play together? So this year we're like, no, we're going to have Isak and Salah play together. And we waited and got him. Why are we still doing the same thing with the other position? We knew we needed a midfield. This has never been a problem. Has always been a problem. Yeah, right? Endo, they wanted
Irishman's points. If
Yeah.
you don't trust Endo that much, why are you still keeping him? Go and get another guy and sell him.
Thank you. That's the whole point. That's the whole point that I was trying to make.
That's where I agree with
Remember,
you.
Yeah.
he did that interview. Endo came out. It was like, wow, this guy is getting ahead of the curve here. He did an interview like about 3 months ago, before there was even any talk about anything, saying, I ain't leaving here. They can try and sell me if they want. I ain't going anywhere. Basically, is what he kind of said. Like, okay, fucking fair play to you.
He said, I'll do whatever they want me to do, right?
Yeah, he's on a massive, he's on a massive contract here. He's only 32. And he knew he's 32 now. He's not going to a big club, but he knew we were off to Japan that made him a world star in Japan. He was already famous for being a footballer in their team, but playing for Liverpool, winning a league, that made him a huge star in Japan. He's like, I ain't going out.
Because this is the thing. I think for Endo to play, you play him as his strength. He's not I'll turn my back and shimmy. Right? He's not going to do that. So you put him in a position where this is all we need you to do. Get it done.
So
and then
that
I would play him
in
the FA Cup.
we build by
I'd play him in the DM in the FA Cup, up to everything past a League One team. I'd play him as a centre half against a League Two team. I will play him as a DM.
But that team, all of them were whack. Oh my God.
But it's not even about him, but Quasi, it's just about the fact that when you get to a higher level of opponent, immediately someone else will become a better option to come in, and we'll just take that. And that is fine. That's fine.
Yeah, and you see, and that's why Irishman, I'm always said bring Baliba in, because he would take Endo's position when Endo moves on. Next year, Endo's gone for free.
But you can't take
Endo's gone for free next year. His contract runs at the end of the summer.
You can't replace an Endo with $100 million freaking Baliba. You can't do that.
Whatever it is, I mean, Baliba is my favorite player.
But Vybez doesn't even fill the deep line playmaker role. That guy does not pass the ball. So, that.
But that's the thing, Irishman. We have to have.
Baliba replace Gravenberch rather. Unless Baliba replaces Gravenberch, then get a Wharton to replace.
You still need a Wharton. That's the thing. Even if you're replacing a Grav, you still need a Wharton, because it's the fucking hole, and we need a Xabi Alonso. That is what we need. Someone who can take the ball and pass it short, long, every single direction, every single time, short and long. Did you see what Adam Morton did against us in the last game? For absolutely no reason, he decided to turn into.
I told you that
it's not just that.
I told you that you sold me.
But this is the thing.
We've had this agreement, so I told Irishman.
But this is a part where Irishman,
if we don't sign him, Real Madrid will. Or this guy.
But this is a part where you guys are not looking, and that's why I think Nilante and I agree. He has a solid players who their job is to protect him. So when he gets the ball, he looks up. Mateta is off. Boom. Mateta knows as soon as.
But he has a natural ability.
You are also
no. It's not about that. We are not talking about it. But you see, just like I'm going to use Nee's point here. He could have all the abilities. He could have all the abilities if the structure is not based on his ability.
If you hang him out to dry,
Exactly. So that's what we're saying, right?
No,
I would love. I will have. Even I told Eds, if Wharton comes in, odd man out who can go to Madrid is McAllister.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Discussed that. If that happens, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Thanks. Yeah. But the manager
because you bring him in next year. But you bring him in next year, Quasi.
Yeah.
You settle him in for a year. So that means in 2 years' time, when McAllister is nearly 29, he goes to Madrid. That's cool. I'm fine with that. Wharton's 21.
But
you have to look at evolution.
The manager is also the manager has to make sure he plays to their strength. Because one thing that Palace did well, and even Galatasaray did well, was they were very close, tight. And they have only one plan: give the ball to Wharton, give the ball to Wharton, or give the ball to Gundogan. Hey, Osimhen, take off. As soon as the ball touches, I don't care whether his back is turned or not. As soon as that ball touches Gundogan's leg, take off. Mateta, as soon as the ball touches Wharton's leg, take off. And back to the start that we were saying, when they get the ball, how many more men on Liverpool are behind the ball? 2 or 3.
So you know what you are saying. It comes back to the person who can pass even from deep and has a good range.
We agree that. That's what we said. We agree. But
the other aspect, The other aspect is that, let me please. The other aspect is that, Crystal Palace, they would need that typical rugged player around him because they don't keep the ball. So they will
Well,
need that
yeah,
player.
you know who's doing that the
besides
same
Watson,
thing?
because they don't keep the ball. But we keep the ball.
Me. Let me tell you who's also doing it. A team that also keeps the ball. Manchester City. Rodri is the rigged person.
No, but Rodri is a better passer than he's
True,
mostly tackling.
but based on the
He has
based on
that
the
ability, but he's
true,
a better playmaker than he tackles. Like,
true. But again, listen to what I'm saying. The style that we're talking about, the rigid versus the flair player, right? Let's say Wharton versus whoever is on his right? That is
let's not act as if Watson cannot tackle.
We never
At some
said
point,
that.
he's on
We're
decent
talking
tackles.
about his passing
Okay.
ability. We're talking about his passing ability. We saw what he almost broke, what's his name, leg, so we know he can tackle. What we're saying is the style of play that the manager has implemented is simple, where when you get the ball, this person needs to do this person needs to have the range of pass. That's it. We trying to control a game that we don't have the personnel to do it, and teams are not allowing us to do it. Have you seen, like, one thing that Ents always said? Virgil gets the ball and nobody presses him. We in their mindset that if somebody presses Virgil, there will be a space somewhere for somebody to drag in and then we are off for races. It's not happening. So even if you bring Wharton into this team, guess what? We're going to get slice and dice just like right now. Because your own words, the style of play that we're playing is not conducive to the players. So until the manager figure it out,
then try a personal problem.
That's why we've been saying the whole time. So even Endo could be good if the manager play at his strength, even though he's not the best of the best. You could always find better, right? You could always find better. That's all we're saying.
That is not a personal problem. It has nothing to do with bringing Endo in and he do a better job. That's the whole point. Because you are contradicting yourself. That is the whole point.
We said, Milante, am I contradicting myself? I said, listen, I said from the beginning of this argument, if the style of play that you want to play to make sure that everything is shored up, you bring somebody who his job is sit there, don't go anywhere. We don't even care about your passes. Give a two-yard pass, stay where you need to be. That's why we brought Endo in and said that's what he's good at. He's not here to drop his shoulder like Gravenberg. That's not his game.
Plays different attributes.
Different attributes. Every team will need, you can't have identical players doing the same thing in a team. It makes no sense. That's why Liverpool have a problem right now.
That's it. Exactly.
All the midfielders we have, all of them are identical. I guarantee you, Gravenberg can play number 10. He may not be the best, but he can play. So Bosalai, okay. McAllister, we know he can. I don't even need to talk about Vert. Jones used to be a number 10.
I just don't want to belabor the point, but I also think you and Nilante are getting the thing right. The whole argument. If you are saying you need somebody that will sit deep, it is different from if the structure is wrong and the team cuts deep, you can say Endo can break the play. That's why I brought the speed in, because if Endo is the only one there and we still have 3 people over there, we will still be overrun. The argument we are making is that if we need someone to sit deep, you can still talk to Gravenberg. Do not go beyond this line. Yours is to be tidy back there, receive the ball pass, receive the ball pass, receive the ball pass. If teams are cutting us 5 times in a game, are we saying we are going to deploy Endo just because of that? When 70 minutes of the game, we are the one in control, and Endo cannot control.
But you see the same argument.
You want to sacrifice.
But this is the thing. But this is also the same argument. We are also making the same argument that even if you bring Adam Wharton and you're doing the same thing you're doing now, he's going to be useless. So who's the problem?
The structure and personnel are different.
And the structure the team so that Endo can do well. That's what we're saying. If Adam Wharton comes in right now.
Oh God.
Oh, you are making it seem like this guy. No. Your point is this guy is useless. Get him out of here. Can Endo do a job? Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's start it from there. Can Endo do a job?
No.
Can Endo do a job for Liverpool?
Ed can do a job.
Okay,
Any player
so
on Ed
what?
can
How
do a
can
job.
we maximize on Endo's skill that he has right now? How limited it is.
Unless we become
Sushi bar.
a more
Sushi
defensive
bar.
player on the counter.
Okay, Irishman, we out of here.
Because
Irish,
we don't get to some point. The guy cannot pass, the guy cannot turn, and we are
Irish.
a dominant team.
All right,
Come on,
gentlemen.
yeah, he's not going to do Gravenberch. He's not us.
Nah,
He
he's
don't know
not
like
getting
he's
it.
some bum.
Okay,
So
so
guys,
guys,
in and say maximize his play.
we will be back on Friday. We shall
Oh,
continue
yeah,
because we got a little case by the name of
teams.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
We have a little case by the name of Chelsea. But first of all, guys, Irishman,
Yeah,
thank
it
you
was
so
fun,
much. Nee, I appreciate you as always. Nalante Khan, thank you again for coming through. Big up to K-Mac and
Endo Sashimi Cafe. There you go. Endo Sashimi.
Disrespectful. Right. You ain't
Big
got
up to
ginger crab,
K-Mac
they're gonna
and
be out for you.
It's a
Zuberi.
skill. Good sushi is a serious skill, man. If
Yeah,
you can
man.
do that, you can make a tidy.
Big up to Mandem in the chat. Thank you for you guys spending almost 3 hours with us. We
Japanese followers
appreciate
for
you guys,
bro,
man.
in the chat.
Yeah. At the end of the day, guys, and Slot has to fix the problem.
Yeah, we
That's it.
agree
He
with
has
that.
to fix the problem. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
he needs to find the best of
Firstly, I wanted
everybody.
to do one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, before we go. Question before we go, sorry. For me, I think you should rather invert the structure and put a one deep line player and then two in front of him.
Go for 3-3, basically.
So that you know that if Gravenberch is not going anywhere, he's sitting there.
And that might work. That might work. Maybe he should also drop the high line a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button, man. This was a very important conversation to have. People, stop this slot out. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, hit the like button. Get the subs up, people. Get the subs up. Go to Irishman's channel. Go support him as usual. And go support K-Mac's channel. And we'll be back on Friday. So we will continue this conversation because we need to know what the manager needs to do to beat Chelsea. We cannot go there for a draw. And I don't want to hear we play better. Show me. Okay? Those excuses are over. We play better was back in the day when we trying to get to top 4. Yeah. We need to get in there. So big up to all of you guys. Crazy Bold. Where's my channel? Production. Peace.